some no donso pa amene some ane afisam ni nyina no ye be rewrem ne adi nkomo no ade amamo na asijo no gabi the foreigner the inform watena se nche amene nsam no waboabo dodo na no ode ebewia na ede afisam awie adwumadie no poncho etimi ade amamo awo aye show no so to join in live awo YouTube se so ba so kire wadwen for adwenche no efa YouTube Nhyira TV na odo adwenche no asin o messages no de fa ho a ya be kenkan enso kama pa ade amount awo YouTube Nhyira TV but some subscribe channel na mpacho yenisisi amame se anytime bia na yetrasia onso obenya message say Nhyira passports yatrasia yede agudemu nsam enso ede eba and then ya wada so na no we are in the month of love inti yankoso aso na yendo dodo ho se ne bia no ebeye kama na enra year for semi final game na ka so yebo free ho no sei anra yaboni na kama ade free ho na the tennis of Man City ehye sama Newcastle amote ka no baako earlier na omadi nkabo first leg ama City akwhye 2 enti o de kan no ade no a 2 legs ni na no ekowie 5-1 edna Man City and so ade ko aye final say the final no aye set our Wembley yami adoma 22nd of March next month and dwumadie no and so ebetimi and so ato aye the City and Arsenal anti aye master and an apprentice I want say Pep Guardiola no edna Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta otete no nti we ye obi no master edna ekwakobo ayesa game na de hon 70 na no ebe down awo dwumadie no so anu asamba kan in fact if be 3 days re badie and ebe catch him say Cristiano Ronaldo abrante no onye happy awo anas abobo kunum amanu akra no mo de poster bi ba sa abrante no onwe na omu enhu no ese say the abrante no finally ono so akọ aye training na enne assign the birthday na Cristiano Ronaldo anya 41 and so hon samo ha atifo ye be san komo no awo dwumadie no so nanim sa Real Madrid no ayasebo player go no anyasem kutu esi player mu hwe muade yese problem na za bia Alonso ko mu no eno na Barona so ba mu a ono so o face esi players no come asema enka eno so hon samo ha atifo ni nyina no ye be di san komo no awo dwumadie no so enne ye be Black Stars awo dwumadie so na Black Star discussions ebe ni nyina no eye GFA president Yewra Ketokreku akọ aye GTV sports show so ibade Yewra kobna eboa ono na hosti aye sa show no now na president edin SMP di akotodwa okasa di afa yen chances aw yen group num then again how far Black Stars team no and so ebeko awo World Cup num and so emu na enno yen discussion baby e de be fa no aye Ghana yem players we see akan awo yem Black Stars no omo form CCA awo aye amane no imza no and ebetu inform yen World Cup no yen chances and baby ebetumi enso akakodi awo the 2026 World Cup nti yakoba na edesan komani nyina no ede abramo honorable Kofi Adams aye sports minister ono so edesamo do de atuda aso World Cup na ye kon yem budget no abaye known to the public and SMP ordini nina na dia tuga this many more atie for yakoba na abedi san komoni nina no awo dwumadie ne so nemum gise gabi the foreigner atie for odian eko amanene na yaba abeja for kame ho na yewura nsem atimi edi amamo Richard ni atie for mpamchau e dwumadie na say edi afi amanene good morning. Many anjino the Kofi I know no. It's not the Kofi I mean who no anope we see you akra. Kofi one night. Good morning. And then the Kofi I know. What the Kofi I know nya me anope. Nothing has gone wrong. Sir, na the dennis me oh Grimsby you film first round open running obi akwa semi final who free you are becoming a boss loser but what have I said when I ask where who me and I say you don't sleep with me first off I started from coach I feel was say first conjunction.
I say
Fista conjunction na Emma game na say niam anku ya mfa mamo. Forgotten say Arsenal wo so body say
Manchester Okasa.
And garbage rambo.
Say garbage rambo.
That is what garbage rambo
I also did not hear Gabi say that.
Me tiana ni pania so want
so me mante. Una say oye na me say me mante. And now you force me to hear.
Fatulo want say Gabi ka say.
Ono so want.
Mo coach say. Akwan am for so bom games. That's 3 days, 2 days am go games. Into affected players no. Into as a tiredness kakra bi ho. Into na ama Arsenal again and yema nkosa de. Na Chelsea for open no.
Mantene sir.
Wantene sir. Okay. Into enye fixture.
Mami nye medume. Ye boss the titine try be so ye ba be wramzi. Ade.
Kami wonum bi am bo dia man nka.
You want to copywriter me can be ma o.
Copyright. Oh, David.
The committee na no so na wo say adwuma na. O da wo adwuma no so me can be ma o. But copyright.
There is my line.
Oh, you have line. Okay. Play the song.
And you know, be a body of Chelsea.
Okay.
In fact, first time I hear born any in the patch of TB Mamina and first started discussions.
But the Chelsea, what players about go? Chelsea, what players about go? Oh, what players about go? What players about go? The Chelsea top players. Body. Bakubia player Bakuton. Bakubia the Bagana Skema. Who says, Chelsea, what players about go?
What two players are?
Who is all want to me? All want to me, your mania bassa fool. Exodio you. Now, bassa for you. I will tell you Chelsea down for I will hear the move. I will hear the move. And now, yesterday was the very first time me realized it's a Edin Carabao. No, it's the sponsor of the competition, the Carabao energy drink. And your friend the Carabao Cup. But essentially, the name is the EFL Cup. Which, as I want to say this, as in Wenger can say beyond, or say Okwako the second leg of any tire. Their heading power is when you are up by 1 goal lead. Who's a AB I watch a 1-0. Okwako the second leg. In your head, you don't know whether you should go full throttle and attack, or you should sit and defend or lead. You know, if you defend your lead too much, now opponent let's say Kana, the game is blown wide open. If you go ahead and open up and you get a result, also you get it and then you take the opponent away. Which I think that was very clear in that match. You know. To be very honest with you, Obia Ope, the tactical side of the game, probably enjoyed the game and right, especially in the first half. Because I could say 2 managers no airborne dummy, and I say chess. We so where may yenchi Obia kwakwa yembu Obia first round. Na adding for one person to exert the football. In fact, Rich, for almost the full 45 minutes, tactically it was equal. And when he said, Maka said me several times, it looks as if Liam Rossinier favors more of the psychological aspect of the game than tactical. And no just say he's not good tactically. But as it stands now, he feels like that is the low-hanging fruit to taking advantage of at Chelsea than tactical. So usually in press conference, like he talks more about the psychology of the game, where the players did, the emotions of the game. But tactically apt. Rich, look at the XG difference. 0.95. 90 minutes for Arsenal. 0.68 for Chelsea. 90 minutes. Arsenal, 5 shots. Chelsea, 14 shots. Forget about the 14 shots now. Because that may Arsenal 5 shots to 2 on target. Chelsea 14 shots to 2 and they on target. Now look at possession. Chelsea 56, Arsenal 44. I want us to look at this game from the Arsenal point of view first, and then we'll come to the Chelsea point of view. Which Mikel Arteta was in that dilemma that Arsene Wenger was talking about. Says Okita 1 goal leader. And
I'll protect your lead.
And I'll protect your lead. But do you know why Arsenal are too strong for a lot of the teams? Almost squad profile, any squad building, is just so good that for those two sides of the coin, they have the players to play that style. You say I cannot say Okajuma or the players of Kajum. Attack so it was a clear case of okay, yes, I may be in a dilemma, but I have what it takes to close up. And I'll tell you why it was clear. The back four of Arsenal and now were all fullbacks, were all centre backs. Julian Timber, the stock in trade is a centre back job that he has been doing for a long time. Piero Nkapi, centre back. He played William Saliba, centre back. Gabriel Magai, centre back. Solid back four. Then he played with two players who are more ball-sided in terms of the 6 and 8 in Declan Rice and Martin Ibanez Zubimendi. Had a better tier as a Martinelli, a better friend Noni Madueke and Victor Gyökeres in the team. For me, that was brilliant. Now, this is where you have to get it. Say, Utia what Chelsea were looking for in the game and how Chelsea wanted to go into the game and get the results for Meta. You understand? Which would ask the ball. Arsenal for no Chelsea kita ball now. They almost always go and sit in a compact 4-4-2 mid block, and it was so compact. So compact. I said, very narrow. They said Chelsea will play through them. And they had the players to be able to deal with that. On the other side, for Liam Rossinier, I think the issue of players unavailability, for me, it's not necessarily about the games now, but the players are not made unavailable. Unse ni two starting wingers and na omunyanya available from the start. Estevao Willian, unse Mekacho said there was no way he was going to start the game because he had gone to Brazil, and apparently he got to England a couple of hours before the game.
No pride,
but okay. I think they almost say a compassionate leave. Okay. I loosely reported say bit me I heard I was going to be the grandmother, not confirmed, but then the grandmother no do na na say be and we free. Then he came back for Pedro Neto. And Opana will prepare for the game, no? And omo fitness test. And I want to say this, Rich. One Chelsea rotation. It is not the sporting directors that say that and a player will buy the chairman rainbow. Sporting directors know any team structure. I'm a doctor's na kwenya. Omo the authority and then the willpower say. So omo fitness test the morning before the game. Now he's any fit to go and play. They can tell the coach that now medically this player cannot play. Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying. Exactly, that's the point I'm trying to make. Say I say Chelsea Sporting Directors they catch away so watching a player in Mobi and I say no. It is the medical department that has autonomy. I say that is what they do in explaining Chelsea's rotations. Don't be personal about it. And it was very clear according to Liam Rossinier. I said both of them could not pass the medical test and Opano. Joao Pedro Neto, any Abrante friend Reece James, that they could not play the game. So it means that Chelsea did not have Pedro Neto. They didn't have Estevao Willian to start. And then the game was going to be a little bit close. Liam Rossinier's game plan was that, okay, let's stay in the game as long as possible. Let's play the waiting game. And after the game, the journalist asked him a question, said, did he intentionally make the game more about the mind than the field of play now? And also, there are different aspects of the game. Football, you're psychological, you're tactical, you're physical. There are a lot of the game. There's psychosocial. There's a lot of the part of the game that comes together to form a team and to go and win. So that is why he went into the game with Chalobah, Fofana, Jao Hato. Then played more or less like a 3-back, 2 wing backs in Malo Gusto Kucrea, Caicedo, Enzo, and De Santos, then Delap and Abrante Feni Joao Pedro. But the full game plan was hinged on how Abrante Feni Joao Pedro or Liam Delap can hold that play. And I must say, Liam Delap, only said, me who starting lineup, Mesre Kakra. And I wasn't surprised. Liam Delap has played under Liam Rossinier at Hull City. And at Hull City, that time, not as a right winger, he wasn't a striker then. Liam Rossinier was playing him as a right winger, so both of them know that they've played it before. However, he has probably trained more as a striker for a very long time. That the requirements of some particular rule last night, he didn't have what he took. He needed the ability to take players on 1v1. He couldn't do that against Piero Nkapi. He needed to be able to come short, receive the ball in tight spaces. He couldn't do that as well. And not fall short. However, it was always an outlet for Robert Sanchez to go long to him. So there were times where Chelsea bears some more pressing almost starting no more man market Arsenal players they beat me receive ball in tight spaces. The game became cagier. That was the game plan of Liam Senior. Yeah, stretchy game, no. Second half, if the game opens up, then we can call on Kupama, we can call on Estevao Willian from the bench to come and do the job. And you see, me, I don't subscribe to such engineers who will be a bobo. Free flowing. I'm not part of that school of thought. At the end of the day, the game is about winning. And the game has become very economical to the extent that Obi Obeta Ibiaka said, boy, they say, boy, I don't agree with you. And I remember when people were asking questions of Mikel Arteta teams of me too defensive. I stood here and I said, at the end of the day, he has to win. And if he wins, that matters so less in the grand scheme of things. And that is why I know in the first half for Liam Wilson, I didn't have a problem. However, I think Liam is making a small mistake, which is the time we're in the substitutions now. The effect of the substitutions, and then the time he made the substitutions for me was where the whole game difference was. It was slightly over the 68th minute mark. I think it should have been the 68th minute. Kopama Estevao. Then you give them 30 minutes to come and explode. Time Estevao will land by again. He went to go and play on the left-hand side. Very difficult for him. They switched him later on. Every time Arsenal are doubling up on him 2v1. And again, it was all the games where people will probably understand why Estevao is a player you have to manage well, especially in the English Premier League. In the Champions League, opponents, ABM with a lot of space, you can play him because of ball retention. But in places like that, you need to be very careful. Oh no, sometimes Liam Wilson any changes, no, I have a problem with.
60-65 days, no.
I thought it should have happened on the 60th to give them 30 solid minutes for that. Because they have to warm
5 minutes.
Oh, to warm themselves into and make us say Estevao the cowboy on the left and San was switch about right, which was very important. But Rich, see, the long and short of the whole conversation is Arsenal are just too strong, like I said earlier. Say they have to shut up shop and they say come and open them up. Only a few teams can do that.
It's good if you want to
I'm saying it several times.
We are admitting say Arsenal team now.
Chief,
it's not for the week to do
I'm
that.
not part and Arsenal will win the league. We've now realized that Arsenal can win the league.
Oh, come on.
Relax. I've been saying this for the other side. Kofi Arsenal for but I've been saying it for years. Almost see it's good that it's coming from me. And I'm saying that I've been saying it for a very long time.
Also share that interaction. Do you know the reason why?
What's the reason?
Say, I don't person me enjoy because open church.
Me buy now the very first thing I'll carry and say, Oshemi and Mentimianda. So I have to go. But this has not oh, me church.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I make a living.
No, but another day, you guys, you play so well. Oh. Just that, problem with the Chelsea team, no. Set up near money.
And then Liam was in any place available.
Players man and available. One casa start a win and pay. What a pass off echo back. Never SG some critique.
But the game plan was
so we created this SG now to be Shagua. It means that I'm front to a problem.
Oh, SG near less than one.
No, I'm talking about a shot on target or so.
But say
you come back to the game. Any mistake. 14
shots, just 2 on target. So it means that they are not quality shots. And I make us say the X, is what determines how quality that chance was. So it wasn't quality. You over 14 and quality, you won't get anything. The game plan in itself was going to stifle Chelsea of this.
They catch them to the lap, no. On do Chelsea level. On no can be about 10 minutes to full time. Now the also no way good in terms of hold up. What I say, the defenders so now. Has but I say you start the game. But the lab because then you
but any Liam Rosini catch or say any players na net bench. Maybe like the lap and the Liam Rosini doesn't start.
Is it one and capable?
Joao Pedro Nesta. Sanka right and Sanka Pedro net on the bebo. Then if Kopama is there, they play in there. So
Pedro is as a goes, in Chedamasa.
Joao Pedro. Pedro net
Joao Pedro has a name again.
Joao Pedro against West Ham or against Napoli.
The goals, and now inconsistency near those.
The play has
if you are bad, if you are Zano Sashi.
Player this season, strikers yet.
You can be our ones.
And it's means I was means up a puppet, up so come and Matienko, I brought them in no one yarding. Hey, boss,
because all your puppets, but
said me,
we didn't have a puppet. Chairman,
say, Joao Pedro this season. What's a double figures? Ono ni ekitiki ayimba wo striker ko teni bako ono so 3 goals and 1 goal obegina ha be pa ne chewo bompa yeze elade fa body chewo. For me as a Chelsea fan, this was the point I felt really sad because when said Chelsea for be by the 98th minute, not the plan was that okay, so the game winning match we crampo na yen fa 0-0 let's get a draw here. Because Chelsea in the last few games against Arsenal, it has been very, very tough. 0 Premier League wins since January 2026. 0 Premier League wins, played 3, drawn 2, lost 1. Between July 2024 and January 2026. Between managers, Pochettino, Frank Lampard, Graham Potter, Enzo Maresca, and Liam Wilson, all of them have not gotten wins against Arsenal. So a draw probably could have been good. Which after the game, now Wesley Fofana soon. And I know a lot of people probably will not understand this. Unze Wesley Fofana and Adam Fopani William Saliba. Both of them had grown through the Saint-Etienne Academy together. To me, very good friends. There was this interview where Wesley was saying, say, Saumuni Arsenal Kobobiana. He tells William Saliba, say, under unknown time, he will get results better than him against Arsenal. At Saint-Etienne, they used to rate him better than William. But as it stands now, William obviously a miles ahead of him because of a lot of reasons. And it was another night where Wesley Fofana was crying. But for me and to a lot of Chelsea fans, the sun will shine again. Solid performance from Arsenal. They were the better side on the day. Okay. Defensive, offensively, everything. Arsenal for now good, and you just can't take anything away from them. There is the other leg of the EFL Cup semi-final and Bono, the Etihad between Newcastle and its team friend Manchester City. Now, Newcastle are the defending champions of the trophy, you know. Last season, they were very strong. I don't mean Arsenal for free, and I'm called final Kokoji. This season, the results of Newcastle has been somehow. In fact, Man City shared the first leg, you know, and in the league as well, they have not been performing particularly too well. And I think that it may be something that affects you. Now, Utie Eddie Howe on the preparation for the game, I'll say the second goal in the first leg was a big disappointment for us, coming so late, but we still believe. We believe we have the players that can go into the stadium and the world and perform and score goals, according to our your friend Eddie Howe, with respect to so many Manchester City match now. Which Abedi is going to be very tough, especially at the Etihad, with a 2-goal advantage for Manchester City. I think it's a game where Manchester City are going to qualify. I don't know whether they win in regulation time, but it's a game me expect Manchester City are going to qualify. Finally, now. Barca ko away to Abesete ko yedjuma.
2-1.
Na me problem ke 12 with Barca team no. In 2 matches, Barca have had big chances in quad 21. They've scored just 5. And
how many chances? 21.
Big chances. Big chances. Big chances. 21.
And almost say 5.
5 out of the big chances. And now Marcus Rashford chance of Babese or Parker. So I was wondering.
What was our solution now for my team?
Robin Lewandowski, many Juma matches before. I work for the people that listen to Nhyira Power Sports. And now Robin Lewandowski, the kind of chances of Messi and now you look at even Ferran Torres same. And I was asking myself, these are Barca boys a couple of weeks ago. I was hailing them for the amount of goals that they were scoring. But it looks as if they are missing chances. The good thing for Barcelona is now Ronald Araujo was back and he scored. Good confidence for him. Hansi Dieter Flick said he would want to build on that. Again, Lamine Yamal Ebanes Nazraoui, like I said yesterday, is picking up at the right time for Team Friend Football Club Barcelona. And Barca will hope, say, Lamine performance will be good. Straight into the semi-final of the Copa del Rey. Every Barca fan will not care about the chances and now because they're in the semi-final, especially against a team upsetting Madrid for no. If they win by 2-1, okay, then that is very good. Rich.
Good.
And now boys we need combination of almost bare 20 odds. Right. 11 odds and 7 odds. And I've said it, say if as it stands now you still wait there, then I don't know for you. I'll just do my job by putting it out. Because bet is no pebiano. memfa codes ne ma na nya bi ne twa na di enti Rich and first code no BW 38 C6 F887 second code no BW 38 C6 E5E5 third code no BW 38 C6 D761 fourth one BW 38 C6 D341 and the last one BW 38 C6 BC6B. Unse no amika chose say obo mpaye no go so ai fa pa o.
Ti enema bobi aguso. Green. And so now bia.
Ken anko ye senior man dey ni.
We fine.
No predict Saturday na mbem.
Okay, Fifi Manfred and na mate nenkano. Many anjeno the coffee I know no. It's not the coffee I mean who no anope we see you akra. If you one night. Good morning.
Good morning. And then the coffee I do. What
the coffee I know and you know me pay.
Nothing has gone.
Rich. Light poles a wall hono. Ebi mu design for me we akwa ko bon. We na see me so ben no. Uni me bi owo.
Omode Cristiano Ronaldo a process abobo light post no say or missing.
So no. So the last time on board game one movie. Now on the bench.
Na so okumo.
Yes, I ran to strike. Nti supporters ne there. Almost all mu baby around here no. No me busa say me say a lot of Manchester United fans. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Me there Ronaldo true and true.
Nti ye we no won na.
Oh, say ayi for no be ma me kaka dan me timi ashon baby oh. I'm funny 2 salary no mommy. And I'm sure we go on now. Oh.
Still no, you see tempest and cool down. Yes, and that's the leader of the NSA team. He wants to leave.
So
now, mommy make a correction be. And I hear Ronaldo story, no. I think so we got it wrong with the salary, no, and the original. Okay. To be approximately right on the figure, which Ronaldo is taking £488,000 a day.
Say,
meaning say, if you convert to dollars, then you are going to get $500,000 a day.
Every day, be sorry.
Yes. By the time I did the Korea, Ronaldo is getting in pounds £488,000
so
a day. Exactly.
There was this guy. No, the message never is it a day or a week?
A day.
That's sorry,
yes, Rich.
$500,000.
Yes, dollars a day. Who is that Ronaldo contract now? And yet just the footballer Obama and no. Rich, there are some image rights, any ambassadorial role. Who's a Saudi Arabia so most to work up now. And he's part of the ambassadors. It is sir, no money in £488,000 a day. But still Ronaldo seen an injury.
Ready no one so sabaka na so no we bet me do comment and so about the pem na ya kenkan nyina e de ama wan se shawo doctors better message some na said ya fi Madrid akate na ya din koma kakra na Madrid na no da anom pam Xabi Alonso say papa no walusu e dressing room e ka me say players ni mu no to beka bia players ni ntie ana omokofa pato ni head coach ade ne ba atasa avalo abaloa wo bia fi san kanema fa e de ama avalo abaloa sa na sentem Madrid the bomber
nneɛma nyinaa ɛyɛ kama ɛde ma rematch de boboko no na anano pa mekotia yɛsɛ deɛ si yɛ ɛwɔ Zabi Alonso abra so no kwabra yɛsɛ asase na avalo abelua ɛmɛ boys no mpɛ sɛ ɔmo de respect ɛbɛmo pɛyin no ɛne yɛsɛ boys no asase sanki ka ɔmo ho ɛnti yɛsɛ sa ɛniama ho sam na players ne ɛyɛ de tia Zabi Alonso the same thing ama sa so ɔmo yɛ ɛde tia avalo abelua ɛno ɛyɛ de feed Madrid akate ɛde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadi so na pɛ no make tire ɛde ma na yɛdi coach so nkɔmɔ deɛ mamenkɔ ɛyɛ pato itiri na meni nkɔmɔ kakra na ɛhɔ na Cesc Fabregas ɛwɔ wan sɛ Como boboko no wɔno na ɛyɛ head coach ɛdema Como sisi Como ukɔ Italian Premier League na anase Serie A na ɛnɛma nyinaa yɛ kama de ma Como boboko no wɔn bɔ wɔn champagne fo a ɛne wɔn tete akasefo no pa na ɛno na John Terry ɛyɛ Chelsea legend wɔyɛ ɛyɛ former Chelsea capito after Cesc Fabregas and some Chelsea player former Chelsea player no wɔyɛ legend na ɛno na John Terry say wɔhɛ Cesc Fabregas di amanfo bɛka sɛ coincidence ana ne football career ana ne coaching career no ɛmɛ sɛ ɛnneɛma ɛkɔyɛ ɛdema no so dabi in fact sɛ wonim Cesc Fabregas yɛ pa wobɛhu sɛ nyɛ coincidence na ebia ɛkɔ de ama ɔpɛyin sɛ ayɛ so owura coach mu na lack bi aba ɛde ama na kyɛ sɛ nneɛma nyina ɛkɔyɛ de ama ɔsɛ dabi sɛ yɛka players ano ɔmote football asɛ pa Cesc Fabregas na wontumi ɛnyini ɛmfiri mu nti ɔno ɛnyɛ no wanwa adwuma no Cesc Fabregas ayɛ de ama Como boboko no no ɔwɔ gyidie sɛ dankyɛn kɔma bia no papa wei ɛba mpɛfa coaching career no wɔ mu nim ne yɔ pa yɛka coaches akasefo a yɛbɛbɔ ne yɛbɔ ne din ɛnso atumi aka ho be yɛka top managers a ebi ɔmbɛtumi coach Chelsea wɔmbɛtumi coach Arsenal ɛnkyɛ wobɛhu sɛ Cesc Fabregas ɛnso din bɛtumi apie because adwuma no ɔyɛ wɔ Italy no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔno John Terry deɛ wɔhu sɛ ɛwɔ so yie paa ɛno ɛyɛ legendary ɛnkɔmɔ kakra so ɔde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so ɛna anɔpɛ meka kyerɛ ɛde ama na Agban Lahore ɛnso akasa na Gabi Agban Lahore sɛ yɛnka mo bia nkyɛ sɛ Liam Delap no ɔnyɛ Chelsea player nyame anim nie wohɛ no paa kwabena waso akwa no timi mu Chelsea na ɔno ɔbaa na ɔka sɛ player wei deɛ anka bia Everton bi na nka ɛso ɔkɔbɔ na modini ba Chelsea obesi dia ba Chelsea meka sa ko wonya de meka nkofo Chelsea fo so da bi oya de oye bohoda kwana bohoda de no ko boso no ye pe go so na he muzo akwa wetimi den ni ade ball ye ball na no ade ato bo so na Chelsea players na de de kwa na agbala wa se we ye fa mo Chelsea Everton kete na wodi na ball emom ko bo anom na ni mu mia ansa na bia Chelsea bia wodi na ba Chelsea na Chelsea adi mo ya sabio apapafo na ebo no hoi na wakwa akɔfa Liam Delap afa na wo ba be develop na developmental player there sanka be be develop players na yɛde ne kontuan dia akwa ne yɛnam ɛnyɛ ne wanwa ɔba no hu sɛ Chelsea adi mo de ɛnya de so betime abo ya Chelsea boboko no ɛno ɛnso yɛ Gabriel Agban Lahore ɛnkɔba kakɔ di ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so na ɛna anɔpɛ yɛka kyerɛ ɛde ama na ɔkasa wo yɛ babapa na Ruud Gullit sɛ Delap na nkasa na no Chelsea bɔ Arsenal no hu sɛ akɔda na ani ngye ɛsiane sɛ saa ntɛntɛ no hɔ no a Liam Roji no ɔde ne bɔɔɛ no saa hoda play na akwa no ɔndi onim ne yɛ paa sɛ yɛmmɔ bɔɔ yɛhodi bɔɔ na nka yɛnkyɛ pass ɛmfama players no ɔsɛ Liam Delap ɛyɛ adeɛ wɔ ho yie pa bɛta position na no da against Arsenal Liam Roji no ɔde abrante no bɔɔ ɔhɛ abrante no anim wɔn sɛ na akoda ne enye happy with her saa position na Chelsea enso ema ne boy nti sɛ ekoba saa game no Liam Delap hu so a out of position a yɛde abrante ne boy nti na ema saa game no enso ekɔ nti one day so wɔte sɛ Chelsea bɛyɛ saa nneɛma na deɛ wɔnyi ni sɛ ɛbɛyɛ okay with abrante de din ɛde Liam Delap mpacho ɛne yɛ legendary Ruud Gullit nkɔba kakra wɔde ɛba ɛwɔ dwumadie so na anɔpɛ yɛ kɛtire ɛde ama na Lamine Yamal akɔkɔ kan Rafael Leao asɛm na ɔkɔka ɛni bi mpato Lamine Yamal si yanka mo bi ankyɛ sɛ anka ɔno ne bɔɔ no ɔbɔ kwabena nka nyɛ goals o ɔno ne bɔɔ no nkɛtɛ no na watwe na wapaase wole paase wate no ho na nka ɔde ama players na agya ɔmo de bɔɔ no atoto ntrɛm bɛ Lamine Yamal si sɛ no ɔbɛbɔ bɔɔ wɔ asase so nyinaa go ama pam so wɔnya de ɔde saa deɛ no nyame anim deɛ ɛnya deɛ sɛ n'ani gye saa deɛ no ho yɛ kwa ɛno yɛ deɛ Lamine Yamal ɛde pa ɛwɔ dwumadie so na ɔse yɛnka ɛmɔ bianta sɛ La Liga title no sɛ wobɛgye La Liga league no ɛde asi ɛyɛ wo na so akwamna ɔse deɛ kyɛn sɛ ɛyɛ long tenure and yes be a half a league na wait me the La Liga adi say ya boy we kwata last game now be so be La Liga no e de asu na so a wait me so be de yes dia baby de ya boy half we na tase won say we be La Liga na we say we call La Liga no dia and yes na tie esan say matches ne de till the end of the league no and say the dia obetimi ati La Liga title no e de asi na so no aye dia Lamine Yamal e de aba was so drop one game per etimi ma lose La Liga title no koma kakwe na niameti ya say yes Lamine Yamal sisia de watu no for say social media mbe na oto no twetwensem na edwabo bi asem he na tese chama na esni na central for quarter one corner no makobi senensem na ehonsem na baba ye deja yasa akoda no etunu mfuye pa ade osu onyine Lamine Yamal no osu onyine na uhwa paso na team no so kame say wono na etina ne na so nti isi ade wo se on toto ne niama enya de so bejeja ne hokra ama asembia enso afana se esa se ade ba akokọ ama nani abre pa ye se wan se George Comebo wo mo enso final ne di seed na so Argentina ane dia odi empato Euro no so edi seed na so Spain won bebo final sima na sa game ne match ni mu ana etoda yes Lamine Yamal se sisi no mpeso obeya de bia as attention ne be shift that the game no bebo so na eba be Lamine Yamal ne Messi wose be bia ono so no kwabna sabio ndi patentin ko hu de obesi den apaja ne 98 de akoto sa wose eba se ha 20 isi de watu no for ade se onya de bia comparison bia enso beba between Lionel and Messi no nkoma kakwa so a etotwa wodumade so na kwabna boame na ma me Pep Guardiola ne sama na no da okokan before say wo me Tottenham Hotspur ebobo game no okokan say ayifoyi Israel foyi kwabna ntokantu kwan ayese nipa kunkum na adodo so dodo no on support aya kunkuma kunkum na no da akunkuma kunkum Palestine foyi na tese kwabna yekumomani ade Israel foyi na tese akunkuma kunkum ba what na no da atuato US say no one sa ne mani nyina enya de se na ni je ho entan kan de obeka pa san ka bro sabio sa ne man etonta yesi ana Israel for natina o mama ni masjid akata ze sabi football enu to kwasem kwa bra nyepe ediza papa ba mu aye ni coaching job a wo muni asem bia katensa wo hweso nya ni coaching job no yeso de na no betoto sansem no pe wo hwe a ba bia be kwa kofa no emfa papa enso ema na yentie sem a Pep Guardiola ekokan ne yato ho ni e de ema no.
I appreciate it because in 10 years or last 2 years is the first time one journalist asked me about that. It looks like you are not allowed to do it for your work. I don't know. There is someone who see the images will happen in all around the world about the wars around the world. You don't affect him. He is not question about who's right or wrong. Every politician, right, left, right wing, left wing, can, of course, have to. Everyone the ideas can do it. That, but there is someone here that no effect will happen every single day. But today we see it. Before we could not see it. Today we see it is not something to touch something. It hurts me. For me, it hurt me. It would be the opposite side, it would hurt me. It would harm for another country, it hurts me. It's not about the position. So every argument, I'm sorry, this is my feeling. You can discuss when completely kill thousands of innocent people, it hurts me. It's no more complicated than that. No.
And team pato President Guardiola no say one aman so the tiama in fact one hand pa okay when him say baby mu ya was there no there the feelings no can dey ha no and we can betuma discuss o baby I wanna Israel for so matter and you be discuss na omo ka Pep Guardiola say Manchester Crowdie mu ho na wote itiad nchen ha and you see holiday back 2025 last year ya demand the Jewish community you see omo holiday ntino ebo mo mpae kakro mu hwan se kwabna ni bia se afika mo wosi ababa ene Israel for mbom mpae wotwe sika tukutuku wotwe sika tukutuku na wode awo wo mo amata se yesi nipa afamu wiye anom ka te Pogodola se ade eye wanim sam dada enti se basa na omo so ye accent kakra na aja engrofo nso to kakra na eno no oba be ka wansam se ana enye na de ade omo almost all cartons. In fact, Nyamian football no different. Okay, say sir, I know me Israel for and maybe I saw Mutina Seka Krebi and the Koyo man be able once no mass for the Tiano and Tom the more cartons say Paratawa and here the Jewish community. I want Manchester Crodium and the message at the Aquacoma Pego Dwella say, woman and a Crodium or Monpeneto and in the new BNT Cabeas answer onto the whole and so and film and your reporter Eba I will Jumanji so now I don't think I can go. Sir, yes, man, the players, or mum, Kakra Natas, or my brother. Now, the Maxman, see, idea, say the city, Madrid, Fedi Babas, and now, when we training on me, and this idea, ye, dear, this is all money, and I tell you, as a man, the Fanum, I tell you, media training now, one physical train, opinion, Dean, and the Antonio Pintus, one, and Wadema, players, no, and we are the monitor players, no, be our home here, and it were. Umriketuo esitia ani de wa kuma ne esitia na eno adamando players na nya asem gotwa eno na omudi ye training no mo se esisia do mu miemi omuni mo se baso na fo hu yo mo se hede omo cheche ne mu ye mu bi no nya se ada last year mo ya mo ba di se mo ko de masa akwa fa ba bi beta ma de se wo mo enso boba na tese ne ma aye kama e de amama no ye de fi Madrid wo mo training grounds eba eno da city bobo ko no at Newcastle, SB, Egrom Kakra, Elanga, one anonya the only go at the Emma, cancer, Newcastle Bobocono, Omama Mus, Enya 2 goals, Tijani Rendes, and so Enya goals, Honti, and no Maya Kama de City Bobocono, Nazisha Fanano on the 22nd of March at Wembley, Hannah came to Toja, and Yakabao Air Final, and 4:30 p.m. and as I came to Toja Arsenal, and the Manchester City, Anna Ebo, and Tayano had also. Or calendar was a co. Edua came to me, Eram Kakra, Adamana, another Oko Copa, Italia, another, yes, Sicilian finals, Anna, Inter for Edu semi final. As another Muti Torino, Elbomentinam, Muso, Etimoba could drop in your good bonnet, and Sonyani Genteniama, Aya Kamadima, Aya Bobocona, Quabra, Yamian Pan, so one Gaza Ukrum, Niba Kawazama Quabrania, Sapa, Sabio, Nipadi. Free crow back home now mobile question baby no because of aquawi nisuba bonne chrono abraya the way we see dia 70 din ya ekwo di pano hona nya sam goto and now obi anka bi semom na former Barcelona legend 1996 no si akan edema Barcelona boboko ne Barca adi 7 trophies what the Copa del Rey what be ana what UEFA Super Cup no Cup Winners' Cup UEFA Cup Winners' Cup what mienu with Barca boboko no ana eban La Liga so akwabena wati ayemienum na openya ne din adi Giovanni De Santos asem ana meka dudu na enim se Giovanni Benedi ankasa adi Giovanni Silva de Oliveira na another wakasa wase Vinicius Junior onim bobo adi Jacopo wase Vinicius Junior onim bobo na player wan we de wase Vinicius Junior ne bo nyina ya one de ohia pa ya se obema no pesi ay defender na wama defender oha adwene na wama ni defender tese wo speed wo oye very strong na oye very strong fast guy kwabena wase wo de ma Vinicius Junior no wase Vinicius Junior limited play o wenim bonko babia de onim ya yenkete na to the player no we den Ferdinand so wase no wo kwa brante no wase we player bia munim na asem moyena Vinicius Junior na papa no na no da na wodi aye ni 52nd birthday ana tese oyi foyini wenti no omo de am fara mbra sa kwa na enya wi o Barcelona legend Barcelona legend tino on there Barca ne Madrid to kwana sa ni refuses so any countryman was and the yano kra na Vinicius Junior de nyame anim ne ade pa wo betimi aye ade chance man player chese we strong and no we abrante no na kwabna ma mistake no na ade mentors because story a me ba be eho ehia ye pa me ko Ronaldo but e bia wo me so da na ani
Nhyira FM 104.5. And we are done.
Kenti maminya Cristiano Ronaldo story no enfama na men confirm na men kan cho say Ronaldo ense training asie enfama na sabobo ko no enti sane na mun tentano so awu bi no enye sa na asem ne ete na asem ne nkyeremu ewu mpanie wansa anua ana Cristiano Ronaldo call ni Instagram ana wadi wei ekoto ho na de odi koto ho training na teso owo anasa training grounds oye ana odi mfonyini ekoto na yesi de ntia Ronaldo di koto yese yesi starman na anasa players ni nwinwi se as a team ti se Ronaldo free mo anasa mpefo no obi afi se Ronaldo anya de so baba back ana yesi Ronaldo edi koto no me akate di teammate ne se so na waya with the club anya de so babia na team no de oni oma anabehwe enso abom oye ready say so mo frɛ no sa ebia omna mebo game ni ade a ono so ade so bebenti no sa ne amanfo titi say team no wagie ane sa enye sa ana chasa eno so etie ano ana ma Ronaldo di sa foyin we akoto abefo ntenta no so enti wo ana sakeni gas wo mutwe no mo ye nya de say Ronaldo ka ho na no kra wo mpa ye say wan ko training besi ne nya de say Ronaldo akɔ training na yesi ne kra o twenum say Ronaldo beba training kwabna enya de say anasafo no ahu Ronaldo ho na eno na eno ada yeso ko Saudi Arabia ene obekọ baako mienu obi da ho na o say same person one dey bohu ya Ronaldo yesi o mo say Ronaldo ayi no mo hwe no ewo anasa krodem ho na say krodem ho na say o ma nya Ronaldo be ha adwene pa na so ma duadua ma hu say Ronaldo nko Portugal bia or Riyadh krodem anya de say Ronaldo akọ baabi emom baabi a wosi aka na nkasa no mo hwe ne baabi a wo mo hu Ronaldo nti wo matwe ade akobo ho missing person pato wo hu baabi a Ronaldo wa Saudi France o mo srewa enanse obebo authorities no enso amane ananse wo de freme wo freme ya ma from akatom say Ronaldo down we na owom na ohwe eno ada yesi Saudi Pro League mpayfo no ayese omni Ronaldo kwa kodi nkomo no ma padacho adubro sisi ade obawu say de adu no so man kopa Ronaldo ataw no mu jai de na sabobo ko na kwabna Saudi Pro League no eniema beba from pa anti eno around somewhere by 2 p.m. and you say Saudi Pro League in pay for no ayaso obo ko Ronaldo ho na omni na kwa akodi nkomo anti kwabna yasa sankrofo no ana omo ye ridwama hu sa Ronaldo ko Portugal ebomo o Riyadh anti Riyadh ana no mayo madwe so omo ko Ronaldo na fe omni na kwa akodi nkomo na eja omo pata ma say eja omo se na on here omebo match ni bi enfamo because it had the game no wa ma mebo a ebe ha dwene ye pa anti ano ye reporter etotwa ewo dwumadie so na World Cup ne ba na another mede team pa Brazil for no abo edibai na no pay reporter men say ka say wuko USA adesa Kansas City ho ana team and the Argentina wo mbekọ akoda na Argentina for na no ada yeso mosuma inspection team amomo koy na inspection team no openya ni din Eddie Luis Martin one no ye fitness coach Eddie Argentina ana fena so na assistant fitness Juan Tamone wo mo anomo suma mo ene administrative openya ni dia Daniel Cabrera anomo suma mo say omonko na omonko ye Kansas so say ho ye kama kwabna yeso mo ko hotel ho no ho ye kama team baby Argentina for bedanie menim say ye team no mo kwadada dia anti Argentina for no Kansas City ho anomba kwa akodanti misa chacho ne boa miencha mo ne Virginia for nyina anti Argentina for ne ba meba ho na eja ya yi kakra bi ko World Cup ne mutumu tan ene eja yebenya akona yakọ ha de kakana Pep Guardiola kasa na Pep Guardiola na yewusa woni Sandro Tonelli edin komo after say omubo kem ni wie no ana yebisa say enkomo ben na no ne ablante ni de o captain so be sana na yebo no kokko Juve for ana o ma dwe so mu hia Sandro Tonelli nti say bia na adwe so de ni Co City dia ena mo captain say Juve for edin komo no so mu de mo no teze obi ni obi din komo ase Ghana for suban ba ni be ma PFV dem we no kwabda wazi we enye transfer bia na onim Sandro Tenelli papa dada and to musia bia onso no oka Italiano and to musia bia ja omo de Italian guma no media brabom nkoma kakra no abisa se fie te say na otene papa nka esan se wono pe godola no woni ayesando Tenelli papa aye namfo dada and to nim papa de to musia san komo no mu dinti ebia wonim say transfer ne ade a wase nya sa na ade no ensom esitenti wo mu di Milan nkoma kakra bada wase tama no ono we yitire Brescia ana mu nyina ewo enti Brescia no nim Sando Tenelli ene na busia fori na enom pe godola ntirema ono so ede aba na ano ada ye nuanom China foi ebedu Spain na omo baya Joan Laporta Pato Barca president ene Xavier Tebes league no omo so aye timeman ana se omo payini pana womo ekosia na delegation omo de bae no enso aye Chinese state councillor openya ne din Edison Yichen ana tese womo ni se na ni nyina ye se ya se China foi se kwanya Lamasia no Barcelona for faso aye no ene La Liga kwanya mfaso ye na no mbesua de na omo de akota na naja woma ko esa honso ebetimi aye kama e de amomenom aye reporter eno a etota e woduma de so na no pay make tire e de amana Brazil for the gwabno mbufu mo kan sebo sa Doriva Junior ono na ebrebi oye head coach edema the Seleção of Brazil na papa no say oheduma obey edema Brazil pa no head ya Carlos Roti na kwabra Carlos Roti nye emeni babia anso ejo mudigu ni tebo ho eni de wo musi bo ni tiri so no person obi say na de obey pa ni de Carlos Roti eye sanka Roti emeni babia anso Brazil fo na chaso mo mpom de wo mu ni pa ofa na chaso mo de support e de ma no anka sa support na nka eso ohia na nka de Brazil duma mo fa sa support no anfa man Carlos Roti ana chaso mo de ma na ne asa ne manyina ekoyirma na ekamense boniaya ana Brazil for no anso aye ono Doriva aye Junior enom aye reporter anopay eba e wodumade so anopay make te de mana Barcelona ni Girona e game na sa game yase Barca for ekokata La Liga for sanka we benya ticket of 1600 aye ticket nanka wo maton de ama mo supporters no yes obo koya 208 ticket pe anomoto edi ebom na no na yase Barca for na adwaye pa esa se take it aka nyina no yeso mo de ama Girona for ntise Barcelona pese wo mo so supporters etobia yesa de so ko Girona for mo website ho na enkofo so uza no ebo no wo ma pedem se boom amatese Barcelona for no wo mo to mo ye pa se eniama in fact league no ayede to mo ne dia Girona for no ayede to mo na nya de so many jo kra no e de fini Barca kate e de eba na Chelsea ni West Ham United e da Jean-Claude Todibo ne ntokwa wonom enso ane kukuya ya mo akukuya no ani João Pedro anafe Adama Traore yi kokuntan abana santo kwa no yasi efere chese wo mo afan Chelsea ane West Ham United na wo mo up to etna so mbetimi aba beti to mbe defend yo mo se ni kwan se yetwa eska bia de mo ma na se ye mo suspension bianti so mbe kana chese to asom dia ane mpemfo betiem na o mo si die teni dia wo mo di bo Chelsea ane West Ham United na ya say woman to man control mo players ama mo ya niam ho sem e park no so ai tia Premier League mra enti ane ya dia eba e odumade so no ada na Bayernfo ye training na Saturday start training wanwie ana ya kan say onko team doctors no nko ye test say wo mo de wa na niam asi kwa brante no na niam anya kama emfa man no e reporter eba Trent Alexander ana afe abrante ni dinari Dani Kavaha reporter mensaka so mo ye ready so mesia kan adiama Madrid eye bobo konti akoba sadia Federico Valverde ebe movie akomet fedo ho eno ada Rui Costa empato penye pa de ma Benfica woni Jose Mourinho eno ada yaso mo nkoda no eye training kakra na omoko Benfica campus ho ekohe nkoda no na anya Jose nko a woni ne squad ni bi anso na ekohe wo so omoko he nkoda na adwuma na omo ye no emu bi emiemia na ese wo mo de omo ba senior side na feso metimi edoma pam eno eye reporter mensaka efi Benfica ade Mola Lukman eno da ade aye training kama na wono so akasa say oye aware of Atletico Madrid almost supporters any the way musitia any the way team no omani si jo and to one wa pay adwuma na ana oba be edi ama Atletico Madrid bobo kono eno nso yankoma kakwan so a ate Mola Lukman edi eba e wo dwuma de so we so na me gina na enkofa ma so sem nyina medi ese e wo dwuma de so afen wa dwane a high insura Janoma wana kan radio station dia santime nyina ati edi atumine ntikwa akwan be say arrest my case yedi esi abeta from Sunday echo news
Sunday
Sunday ni Sunday bia yedi aye news sports show no eba aye tidbit nko foreign front nko eno 1 hour ana yedi one solid hour ana yedi my listeners inti pato Sunday the only baby akọ 1:30 p.m. till 3 na 3 no ye be phone lines no so e dey am callers 30 minutes
was it 2 hours mum
there be say
1 hour mum
so na nkasa the presentation 1 hour unstoppable etuamu sa 1 hour na ye wi na ye 30 minutes e dey am callers no na omo so etimi aba so ntino na there mean say 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours a program na
heat na no
ye dey and Sunday bia 1:30 p.m.
all right
ya dey more akopem say no me ensa bebo ntino ya na wadwane the train na yetimi apapa dia bom.
Much love and greetings from Columbus, Ohio, to my boss with my friend the Blues, Bismarck Osubempayala and Richardo. Always enjoy passports here in Columbus, Ohio. Jampo Samuel on our this message Edikan Abrain Awojumedino as we enter Columbus, Ohio. Phone na say for passports. In the agro crack and kenka cantona amo emfasho no in the agro ntia mamu nyina che Ghana de say ha no pa inim some hode munso maybe immigrant she dan sorry sa ti awonsam no atiefo ye hwedwumade na assassin ye discussions no Fifi Manfred wo ha Samson na Bismarck Osubempayala enso ha on be come on afie ransenum amanene nsam no near the kama pa etimi edi amamba before yebeko amaneni na afei ya started discussions dey free hono makacho so work up no so ko hebia the only company and the only group on betimi do free Ghana akọ US akọhwe work up ni bi no aye Ebis Gold because record ne da ho answer ewiase do aye bi da no ono na e kaso be ya problem ni ho because record no ho. But a nay over here, we want to find dear Ben travel and tour. And you do because you as well walk up. What did the son or do Sicano? Me patcho Ebis Gold dear. I mean, credible. And the Omojusica some do walk up now. On baby be a kama. At the amana a package, in fact, a full package. Edna a de Emma make a full package. Visa, you know, Yanian, ya budget the amount. Ticket out the bako. A fay, Okwa Hotel, Albeda, Okonsua. I had from one state to the other states. So, was there marches in Canada? So we free US, Canada, no, in the numbers arrangement in the and so at the amount. Apart from that, no, you ever saying amount Black Stars Jersey, official Black Stars Jersey. Na also US, I wait me share at their supported your national team and so haunty full package. Na the tennis individual, you bet me do a call. And na Ebiana your group so. Corporate na mpese de mo workers ni tukwan a mu nyina na konya ne da ho mu betimi abana ya na kama pa enso etimi edi amam ye osakum no estate junction ho na ho na ye wo enti ba bia obi a mpacho fa number yi na from no mu ni enkomo 0537 804885 ano aye Ebis Gold and number betimi no mo edi enkomo extra cash on register and patch out for phone is here na yen register extra cash no the tintin ni tietie na and say ebia na emergency bia ba ohia extra cash and ohia cash bi na o de asoso niam so ho asolve ayo problem bi but o sha wallet no so no na sa de mu 0.00 na say once the grade bi na so ba sa ahia no problem nso ayo emergency na akofa problem and so ediaba enti abasa o de no an so about resort to aye extra cash no na and so abele so and it so o de abeyan so about phone na babo star 170 hash star 170 hash. Now select of option 5. Me patch the next option no I choose 3. Now if you do we crown what choose 5 at the activation no and the bias the anam catch them no 7 advice no and say me patch sika no so obobisia no wi a atua so say na be ya o pefofra on sabetimi aka ana onu abi nso pe bia ono nso ne sabetimi aka na bibia no kama pa enso ade ama obia ene anopai awo dwumadie no enso eso na I'm so mining and engineering training school edna yeko na yakọ akosua de maka cho se ensa no dwumadie etua kapa and nti so person ram into mining and construction I'm so and I come for at the amount of training the padodo na ene omo ram into mining na wura ho omo so de omo de fa construction no omo so de omo de afa ho obi wo kra owi ya pabam and I would dear to kwan okoyi enwana ono nso ede eye na dwuma enti eba no wording and fabrication a obetu akusua bi awo ho enya no nko ya dump truck said they so operating ye betchow forklift ye betchow excavator bulldozer grader backhoe inina no IMSEC mining and engineering training school at Obe Fantitium 3 months both theory and then practicals na as also what me ewie kama pa 200 cities na odi aye o registration no o konso a otumi say yes school no obenya baby eduti ato na wasua wade din na uwia onso wanya adwuma atimi aye suku ameka ho asemi awo oboase zongo me patcho high sense board na chi ono mo pe ho edna IMSEC enso awa on sabetimi aka no awo ho me patcho friend awo 0539 732-766 na money IMSEC company for any enkomo Rush energy drinks say I need to be no me say me sorry bia me no be because me sorry na me use as my pom din no as me here as my bra bia and one my bo Rush energy drink go say me no wie ya after 5 minutes go say afede me to be my active as I so energize come on and you know Rush energy drink make am be ediama say untobia aya na so timi atobi na bibia no kama ediama ginseng wom vitamin wom and a caffeine and so ewom wadwuma no den say den me patcho Rush energy drink ebe mo say enya hoden soko na odi aya adwuma no ebra onso omre enti wodwa so oka Rush energy drink I stay active and energize top send me pamcho aye bia ana apa de sani sika ano ayese owo abrochira country bia wo bia ebia na African countries bi ana wotu kwan de call enkenka and South Africa opeso de sika ebefie no problem ano an say obe download the app no awo aye phone so enya no nko a me pacho mo awo aye US Canada UK France for Belgium for Germany Portugal Spain ane abrochiren kan ni nyina munina mun download the app no awo aye mo phone no eso na afasa no sika bia wo de eba na aje for de ten say o download wi a na o send sika bia de aba Ghana obonsia ma option bi ho no ya tro promo code aya bon share from fasha ho se na bia onso benya achede ade free tap send ho obetimi anya aye $10 5 aye euros ana £5 ni na no aya de tap na ebetimi enso edi amaw awo enti aya no ma hye nso etimi edi ama mesamo ya de ya 2026 yi makacho se oda sori bia na okoda abompae efa yare ho so na ya de nso de ase de ana meka no edia ye ne netbat unse ebi ho no mu a ase de ana de bia etaka no prevention is better than cure abu o betina ha ade na bubula wie na fe no okope eye solution wa hwe ade no ebetimi ede wakọ aniti ana me kamfo eye cancer mesha yade a ye frɛ no eye honam yaw so hon pains baby a wuti pains wo ni peduanum bia no cancer mesha ana me kamfo enso ede ama o arthritic pain a me pacho kotobi na onso enum na ebetimi aboa wo ama won kasemu pains na wuti no say awon base a omo enkasem pains no bunsa ban ne basa ojo ho enye me pa chokoto adura ya to ne din cancer mesha na enom na ebetimi aboa yi pa atu pains ni na ase ediama aduro na awotakwa nyame adom sesei yede bi aba ose krom komase na okọ atonsu market a onsa betimi aka aduro yi ebi awose ode awose ope Davida Deco obusa oma omo ebekyerɛw na onsa aka cancer mesha aduro na watimi akwa kondom pamchaw number obetimi afrɛ in case of say bia ope ba ku bi ato akonom ana peso tubi na onso koton de ma obi asebi no honam ya ne ya no number ne 0244 871-862 cancer mesha for omo number ano no edu fra doctor enu bedin komo na afei edo no onsa atimi account de na akonom ama pension nyina no eto atimi atwa ede ama no pay omo ene Afropika ho Thursday edition of Nhyira Digital Passports live our Nhyira TV our YouTube so se on subscribe channel na subscribe mami na afei fan message no eka ho na yenkinka message sa wodo amode abrain awo dwumadie no so emfa emamo Fifi Manfred Kofi good morning
Ademana
eba kama pa na what is saying
emrado ho den say
Bongres no
Bongres ta ka ba ko bi o say obi
ndafo awo Emibia ekoka bia ma mika chense na wo woda
wonchi mu da so say dafo
ase ba ko na chim kranye izi na wo chimienu u jina no say eyeboko say ndafo
yeah fine na President Mama no call Zambia for I think for a tour in the country now oshe batakaria na fugu amshebi Zambia for ni mado kromo so oshe blouse na Twitter omo kasa bebrenti I decided to wear my batakaria
na ye chiro say
yeah
atade a wa ha ye
a heritage of the northern people
north there and easy crowd.
And it was only missing more ties with the north,
yeah.
Especially with our Upper West region.
Meaning BBR.
Yeah, and I am a proud person.
Okay.
Or even before that, I'm a proud Ghanaian.
Okay. So come on.
And I share a better career.
We just in the Aba.
Good fellow, Pacho Asumao.
There you. Was how come into us you? Good fellow, just if you can buy no the share was and I would just remember me for door. I've been who you. I'm the just now cook your mouth. But what dear bro? Good fellow.
That all can you didn't no can I'm not the one you just
refi. And me refi now come. And I'm saying that me too in your man who just and
just be a question.
I do what dear bro. Me peka se bia. What's it just your bro.
Which and finally, we found out the two finalists of the Carabao Cup.
Sure.
Hey,
Master and apprentice.
When Mikel Arteta 5 years ago now, what try I said Kobeji trophy untimengino. In case Mikel wins this trophy, the storyline will be exactly what he sports analyst for your pay because it tells the story straightforward. Mikel Arteta started here Juma with Arsenal. Eko Korea at some point in time at Everton. Obi in the ball, Bono be assistant coach. The last time Pep Guardiola winning the EFL Cup, the first time Pep Guardiola winning the EFL Cup 2018-2019 season, it was against Arsenal as a club. And one of the assistants of Pep Guardiola was an Arsenal legend. I mean, you can decide not to call Mikel a legend of Arsenal, but then was a former player of Arsenal in Mikel Arteta. And say Mikel Arteta delivered this trophy to them, man. It gives them that second trophy in his tenure. And for me, the also Rich Makacho said, and so I think if Mikel Arteta gives Arsenal this trophy, psychologically, it takes them a notch higher in terms of belief. So bet me the English Premier League. And Washa, in almost all of the seasons, and Pep EFL Cup or GBN or G League, it gives you that boost naturally. So bet me but what happened at Etihad? Rich, so Mekacho said it's been 7 years. Newcastle acquired the Etihad Stadium. Only Man City are back to back in those times. On share a single goal at the Etihad Abedjedi.
Wow.
Not a single goal.
I said, no, 3-1.
Exactly. In America said that was the very first game in 7 years.
Okay, Matthias.
It's after the game. That's the very first time I go Bowman City 7 years.
But sometimes football in the stories, it be a weird.
Yeah, it is one of those.
She Man City in Tottenham.
Yeah.
City of form said Dian. Tottenham Beshano.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, and the game the bad draw.
Yeah.
I'm the Bobby Bobby Inchia.
I mean, and Newcastle netted against Manchester City at Etihad for the very first time in 7 years. That was the Nanajo and the Newcastle didn't Sam Martin Coco Boy. Now, Rich, do you know that after the game, 2 things have come up? One, the brilliance of our brand friend Omar Mamouche. Rich, Pep knows how to use players. I'm not using this in the nice way of use. Who say we were used to me? That is what I'm saying about Pep.
Okay.
Pep to play. See, what you can't complain. Omar Mamouche. Attorney by pop and pageantry, not to bench. He knows when he will need you. And you want to say over you know, in certain clubs, players need to be coach. You know, say me Boma Brazil national team, me person me call World Cup into my mobi. You don't do that to Pep. Pep tells you when you come and play, and or you sad in a way, so you deliver for him.
And then not because our players in to me.
And also the pedigree. When you're successful for a long time. It's flexing the muscles on the players so, to tell you when I need you. And again, because of the same pedigree and success Pep has had, he has the quality in the teams in the Tomano. And then I make sure Martina, which Oscar Bob Nancy. Oscar Bob was a mainstay in Pep's team. He's going to Fulham was saying. Omar Mamouche should come. He has when he will use you. You want to bet Nyonye. And it was clear now Omar Mamouche was the man of the night. Now I think Newcastle made a big mistake. Only said on Wednesday, Liam was seeing a game plan of the Arsenal match and was to stay in the game as long as possible and wait till the game open up and see if he can use his quality bench to change the game. However, the bench team has some match for various reasons. In this case, Eddie Howe's plan going into this game against Man City was to go bank for bank with Pep. Yanko pressing man for man across the field of play. It didn't share a game now. It was an aggressive Newcastle team. And Unana, Yam was seeing a say, Bobby San one shady, by the time you realize it's another 1-0, 2-0, and the game would have ended. And that's exactly what happened. At halftime, City were leading by 3-0, already up by 2-0 in the first leg. That obviously, in football terms, ever be unsurmountable. Ding. So betting are turning around. And that is how City follow, how strong they are. Antoine Semenyo form anyhow it's going at City, I don't want it to end there. Matisse and Gofu Ibeka said, including yourself, say you hope that form comes to Ghana.
You been here no World Cup.
Anna, the difference in the two teams, oh, can I person no Bayadji, but as a Ghanaian, I hope that form comes to Ghana.
I didn't remember. I didn't it drew part of this order. Yes, our discussion and the issue of so Man City.
But City make a
Enna, said the Black Stars. We are talking about 2 different teams.
But is that not the truth?
In the same discussion,
yeah.
Obiti say Haaland, so Konu Kruma.
Yeah.
Yes, Haaland Konu Kruma. About to say the Man City goes in the back. In the end, he said, "Druzy did the Ghanaian in common."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's what Barcelona. Arsenal team, they Black Stars team.
Rich, but maybe Haaland Norwegian team, Oma build a team to fit Haaland's strengths. Have we done that for Semenyo? See, here in the Sani against the son of Baba Yama, I mean, me again, and I hope that happens. But if we don't build it to the strength of Semenyo, see, a person Kudus a star boy. Ninya goes Nifri Kudus. We build a team to the strength of Kudus to get a goals for me. If we think that Kudus has to play a supporting role, not Semenyo never goes in assisting him, we should build it for him. Not enter play to someone on Shemayen and get the best out of him. But if we build as part of a periphery keke and as part of the team, he will play a peripheral role, honestly speaking. It's but
I mean, a man, Bob Barcelona. Abobon come.
Is Lamine Yamal put say
Spain national team. The Lamine Yamal in Barcelona.
Yeah.
That performance of the Bema Barcelona, the same performance.
Yeah.
Of the Bema, the Spanish national team.
Which but is
Pedri had the eyes. Oh.
Which but there are a lot
of
of
blacks are really different.
Which there are a lot of similarities. Players be bro Barcelona, on call them. Even maybe a Madrid academy boys, Madrid players call money Spain for now Spain on the junior Spanish teams and your money. But this is a different situation. Yet you know, and sometimes I call for Kobo Bibre.
Confit me about where the blacks are some common idea. But I'm say, I can't cover. Previously, we've gotten Ghanaian players. Now they were performing very well.
Yeah,
our club side. Our national team. That show.
Yeah.
You bet me I'm countless examples.
Exactly. Yeah. Me know yeah.
I didn't think the Drews high generation, you know. As you didn't come bia near this at the any bishim. That caveat.
Which meaning say ube piamia mamaka coach ka ho. A coach is important. Men can't say to add on yade. But what I'm saying is that coach Nejuma can get that out. Which and for a long time we had built our team around Asamoah. Say on deliver my and he was delivering for Ren and then club sites and of course also for the Black Stars. Andre the day are you for the large part in his career or deliver for the club side, he come and deliver for us. He was integral. Even when we know say John the main guy, we understood that Andre played a huge role. It's important also to play the Regional Park and so play for him. Has Otto done that? And that's the role of Otto. So Otto Penesa enye adia oda sorry anaba. He has to work towards it. We have to work towards getting some together.
And the crowd in Yamiadum Yabefia, we were doing Black Stars.
Okay.
Them work for Funama, Cotton.
I say you didn't
community at all.
Which and my brother friend Omar Mamouche was the man of the match, and like I was telling you, this is the story of Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta. Wins at Wembley, Arsenal as a player and manager, or 12. Mikel Arteta games at Wembley with Arsenal as a player and manager, 12. Oko Wembley, bia. He brings the trophy home. On Joseph Guardiola, Ewini Bako, and it was the EFL Cup. Pep first time over there, and that is good. And Rich, Arsenal beats me really quadruple now. English Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup.
Me tie the football ultimate me aka say ane.
Yeah.
And it's not like Arsenal performance in a fluke.
Yeah, it's not.
They are doing very, very well.
Yeah.
Because the Champions League, 8 over 8, 100% record.
Yeah.
Premier League, no, that's true.
Yeah.
So see a EFL Cup or final.
Yeah.
And at the Himpu.
Osanso FA Cup 4th round.
Fourth round.
Yeah.
They are possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
See,
they
are on course. To go and win it.
But as you say, I'm on Netflix and
you go as a bebo.
You better do on top.
Maybe it is true. But when you say I can for and some more can be beyond and correct. Like when an older person catch you say, I could not notice what from or the who would be ebisono. Or a crowd kujinani patinting kon. It is true. And things like you baby a baby, like those things, no, it's true. And it's the story of Hendrik. Rich.
Well, now our born is all now our papa.
I experience those. I said, I experience just and yeah, take your time. And Rich, yesterday, Hendrik was fantastic for Lyon. Now, as a young boy, just a few games our ball. Lyon for man of the player of the month. Then no Kokoshi go. You could tell from the celebration, say emotions, no, they are coming out. When you're a bad player, or by Madrid. Now Madrid club no soon. Young boy from Brazil. It is the biggest club in Europe. Rich, who move every South America by Europe Ukraine. Now we move to the biggest club in Europe. He has coming into the club. Obetu Vinicius, Obetu Rodrigo, Brazilian compatriots. However, the season after Kokoto killing Luton and Mbappe Madrid team. So obviously he was going to fall below the pecking order. Anya Shekra psychologically and emotionally was going to affect him. Whoever took the decision, see him finding somewhere little lesser, like in the French Liga or wherever, no Kokubobi to revive his career. And but the decision looks like it's right as it stands now.
And it's good for Noah.
Very, very good for him.
Because Madrid knew you be more.
Debbie. One in touch.
I mean, one in touch. You are young. I mean,
and it has gotten up to an excellent start. And the way they be able to come out free, if you are looking at Hendrik's story, Rich, 5 goals for Hendrik. 5 goals. Hendrik Kroya to be in your short to be in Madrid match or body. But look at this boy. It's the story of life, and so it's me Fabi Freeman. It was such a brilliant goal from Hendrik Ramirez. She be a far ball free, the edge of the box. When he said time and Brazil for a turn Hendrik Ama Madrid phone. At the ever come the turn the power. One of the first marketing points was Hendrik shot power. Yes, it was shot power a lot. And yesterday when I looked at the goal, it took my mind back to that scout report of Hendrik about the shot power no Kitano, and it was very clear in it. The boy obviously is going into a good state. 7 games, 7 wins, 18 goals for Lyon, and then now Hendrik was right there in it in the club. Which Madrid ain't say me. How can we solve it?
Madrid and yet goes near too much.
Even for Abeloa, see a buyer, see Abeloa. I know the person behind the whole boss because some of the story was that Xabi Alonso who tactical top notch at the Champions League maybe, but Abeloa is more of a politician. One more players know the free will to do their job, but still there are reports that there are issues on Madrid camp. It's they create a better thing for them
to solve the problem.
Yeah, a better thing for them to win anything.
Okay,
and I think that if Madrid can really make changes, they need a big personality manager.
So we are actually to the end of the season. Now, if your system, so many big boys need to be on my bed.
Mimi dear, I don't think Jurgen best an Adriaba. Jurgen would have been ideal, club. But I don't think so best an Adriaba. In some time, say, of course, a football and who be the players near the who constantly will say that me more club we like Luciano Spalletti. Spalletti free Napoli, so we Italy or Kofi Akoda, you who you on Juventus.
Namibo. Until Real Madrid the big fish be amana be judgment. Yeah. President Florentino Perez no name penny for. Omo timi ntemu players no.
It's how?
Now we play minimum 12 go. Bon no gina park ni so body ba mtuauka. Enti ade bia obeya e be affect club negatively there. Say this here trauma we.
Amari sounds work for big egos enye ba ko pe. Enye mi enye mi ensa.
Me ba wo. Madrid team no.
Yeah.
Players no mo almost so
Mbappe
Yabe stars
but now Sisia na yekase.
Chomani no mane.
Chomani nka.
Kamavinga no na
Chomani nka ho.
Mutimi temu om.
Chomani nka ho. Chomani nyebe.
Okay, we dey Kylian Mbappe. Agüero say Agüero Courtois hardwinza.
Hey, Courtois is the best goalkeeper.
Minim sir, but ono hardwinza.
Well, he may not worry too much, but also big fishes no. Okay. He have big fishes now Madrid team. Captain on the side, I mean Thibaut Courtois.
Okay.
I'm all the Mbappe account, Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo Goes is big. Jude Bellingham is big.
No, Madrid for him so hey. Now so Rob said the as I'm go for him feel it. Hey, because to be honest with you, Madrid team there down na. I'm saying as a coach be about no a lucid dress.
Yeah, it looks as if there are a whole lot of
players who Real Madrid. Sabrina and near Kase. Stars.
Yeah. Which I think that there are 2 main things I said Florentino Perez here this summer.
Okay.
I say all the players that are willing to play for the club ever. Enough of the big boys. You have a balanced team now. Especially in midfield and centre back. Say Schlotterbeck, Moni, Lekiba, Mono Mope centre back area if they can get it. Enzo Fernandez. Enfa.
Enfa say.
Enzo Fernandez.
South America.
Tony Mom.
South American player bien no Madrid ba honko.
You see, Rich, and it's now.
And project is say ohuni team huni nine
me know ya adwene.
Into obako simple.
Me know ya adwene.
Ko Palmer say ya dodo na next year be fa no.
Na o we get you as much.
Ya be top project na man.
Yeah. Rich, me know ya adwene.
Okay.
South American, Madrid, Champions League. It is perfect for Enzo. And Rich, say Enzo Echo Madrid that Bono, he will be loved. You be man the respect, on the man the accord, on the man everything that he deserves as a player, more so than Chelsea.
Okay.
All right, the person make kind of decisions say
we are no.
And that Chelsea owners no. Ever before Chelsea no, Omoyo Madrid said they will give the players a long contract. They knew that Madrid will come. They knew that Bedu maybe Enzo Hubaya Kono, Caicedo Hubaya Kono, to the extent that Madrid didn't even take a honor. It is sad there, no problem. So Roberto Enzo is car. Are you willing to pay 200 million, 150 million? So what I say Enzo so per contract extension. So extending, I mean, very sure say Enzo will put a release clause in there.
Okay.
But we say the contract let man first man, the contract is about 5-6 years. He will put all of that in, and Chelsea will take their money. Rich, just a bit of it. Lamine Yamal is speaking at the right time. Maninho Wawa say we play the season, and then Lamine gets to the top. Me who data win number 7 the chill. In terms of goalkeepers, what we are seeing now. Almost shot conceded, almost shot face, any almost saves. Nipo that's the Robert Sanchez, a data keke. And I'm the chill. And no umpire now boy no perfecto.
Oh yeah, and no pay.
No edif.
And no pay. Oh, obi kra send message obi mami se me hu ni dina.
Hey.
O se nyame nhyia opa o me nyeska.
Wow.
Me se me hu ni dina na Emmanuel Beidu.
Oh, okay.
Emmanuel Beidu. O se unti.
Oh wow.
And opa we sikani.
Oh wow.
Anti nyame nhyia.
This is why we do the job that we do.
Sure.
And Betty Adaroma.
Be impacted on people's life.
See it me abo. Betty sponsor show no. My Nhyira Power Sports no. They say that we should also help your team for. No mun try bet into the ne you know my mom kakra no mun konkocha. First one no BW 391518444. Second one BW 3914E2B7. Third one BW 3914CAB8. Fourth one BW 39146CA. And the last one BW 391479DA. Now rich. And insurance won't have through side now.
I'm to green and so.
Yeah, that's it.
Now Obia and Yabi in the last. Kofi Yenso, yeah, that's it. All right. Your judgment is na Bismarck who's been Payala and so Emra. Na yenwe our man and never before Ayala Betanasino. Me pamcho yenni apomidi hon komo kakra. Na makato se ne duro ho. Intima ya de nkun. Ebe ha me pa. Anunti ene ofa baabia nkomo obi di eye dominion heba. Omo pada won so no de abedwa so no for general well-being. Inti na duro yi ewo ho. Me fide ni na tie bi na kotobi na ebetimi aboawe pa. Openi good morning.
Yeah, bunu mini.
Pacho na what is saying?
Adumini ti ahoden wo ho.
Edanyame ase. Pardon se bebre odwa so.
Nea amafo kan ne se na no kra obi frɛ me o se openi. Asa pardon na dem pese me tu di say Israel from for pardon. Israel for pardon.
Because who reception among for papa.
Sisi enkrofo bi ba betobi. Odu opose mbamcho pardon na Israel from for no mo ton no. Na che se eye Dominion Herbal Powder. Abusuafo anope yi se ade a chenwa asumdwe nkan na mo tie niye. Ensema ye kenyina ya dance ye. Aye dia fedro no. Se uhunu oba no wani no dance no bi so mfu asese wa ware oba pa me modue. Na che se oba no hu. Unu maduro. Na obi anka ncho se eduro ya unu yi ase. Uhunu susu so se uhuna matos wa kama. Wo yare na okwa. Na che se duro no ensem bibiri. Enti abusua enano pe se utie ya. Me bacho Dominion Herbal Powder ye kan 170 nyina na eye o number 1 supplement for general well-being. Me bacho tini ahodi ndro aye dia frafra food and drugs board ahwe ahai na bena ninti ana ya kan haba makako eduana nwotwe 48 aka bom na food and drugs board agi atum se ye fama se ho yade ye wedura ye no mo a ebre yare ase ana ye wedura ye no mo a eboa wo ma yare no eko munti ni ye wedura ye no mo a ebe ye wo se o yare no enso na nko e
atete
ho ana ye wedura no mo a eboa won kakra na sa yade ya ninti a ama woni guase ya dadi no wada pa dadi no ebe ma sa yade ni nyina akọ na mpanimfoɔ ɛwɔ baabi a ɔmo bu yɛsɛ obi bɛnya wa
efiri adeɛ
hwɛ sɛ dɛ wɔte ehu ɔfɛ paa nice gentleman ɛma tugu so ankɛyɛ but wetu ho fo sɛ ei sɛ na ɛbi adaakye wɔn ahoɔden a wɔbɛkura sɛ bɛrima no ɔmfa nkɔdi oyiri nhwam nti mɛ ne wɔka sɛ bɛrima bi ɛma agye n'ahoɔden sɛbi wadi agoro mu yɛ nyinaa di mpɛmu agoro bebree na ebi deɛ buro ebi di ahoɔden so ntinama na bɛrima ntumi nyɛ adwuma sɛ deɛ ɛsɛ sɛ yɛ ɔkɔ sinanim baako mmienu pɛ na kodwo tɔ na ne yere ɛyɛ nwɛnwɛn no ɛnyɛ obi a o ɛnyɛ akɔnma sika no wohunu sɛ ɔnya ade wahoɔden kɔ fam wohia Dominion herbal powder mesrɛw ɛna no pɛyi sɛ wosɔre ɛhonam nyinaa yɛ ɔyɛ fiti ti ase ɛkɔsu na ase a maame obiara mo wudua bɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛpɛ Dominion herbal powder na ɛbɛboa wo ma deɛ nta problem ne ba ne bɛden ɛbɛkɔ obu ɔsɔre do pɛ ne ase na ataatae kɔ market ketia ɔtena ase kakra no ɛne asa ataatae pɛ Dominion herbal powder ne no ma ɛbɛboa wo nea diabetes ɛa no mmɔden pɛ Dominion herbal powder mesrɛ bebree diabetes foɔ no bɛrima no meka kane ne yɛfii sɛ yɛsikafo nko ayareɛ ɛdin no ebi kura timi to amu bɛdi kɔmana diabetes kwadwo diabetes nanso saa na ɛyade a ɛnɛ nipa dodoɔ na obi a wɔn expect ne sɛ nsusu kura no ɔ diabetes yadeɛ pepa kyɛw sɛ sikyire yadeɛ ne kum ɛno na sɛ bibi ketewa bi tim na ekuro bi ketewa bi tim nyamea mu a yɛbɛkotwa mesrɛ bɔ mmɔden sɛ wobɛpɛ Dominion herbal powder ɛbɛboa wo ama saa yare no nyinaa akɔ nea ɔwɔ pressure ɛkwan bɛɛ na ɛfa so ɛde baeɛ ɛyɛ ne yɛba yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu ka sɛ waduane a wodie wɔnantɛm adwendwen ebia na woyɛ obi a woyɛ sɛbe kɔrensani yɛ nyinaa nsa na ne anom bi da na yɛn nom mfa nya toprɛ sɛ o wobɛtumi ne anom galon anaasɛ dawi ɛnyɛ no ne yɛka obu a ɔyɛ dranka kasa
ɔtom
ntentan wɔni bɔɔ no so atimi sɛ nano nyina sɛbe atrope ne tiri nyina ɛtutu ne fu adoa ne nase tata ɛyɛ sa na ɛma ɔmmerɛ boɔ no affect mesrɛ pɛ Dominion herbal powder na ɛbɛboa ma saa nsusuansoɔ no nyinaa ɛdɛn akɔ mepɛ obi yɛkyi nyagyifoɔ na ne pressure no wɔ soro paa ɔbɛtɔ na ɔkɔnom na nkwa ɔmagye ne sika wɔ me hɔ meto nkyea mɛmɛ sɛ nea ɔwɔ pressure ɛwɔ soro onyane mmra Nhyira FM ha yi ɔnkɔ drasto bi okuma ase a sɛ ne pressure no wɔ soro paa ɔnka na kɔma to ne yam kyerɛsɛm sɛ meyɛ nsuro bɛma a ɛtu na mewia ketee ɛnuro bu a wonom ɔyɛ but na woanya aduro pa bɛtumi aboa wɔ ɛnɛ yi yɛwɔ Nhyira ha hwɛ wonim adeɛ bɛkɔ ade ho Ghana stations a wokɔ a ɔmo ka mu nokora kyerɛw sɛ before sɛ yɛbɛma wo yɛagye wɔ atoma yɛwɔ advert no multimedia yɛhwɛ wo document ɛhwɛ food and raspberry approved so ma approve ya
obana ehun si ajuwa to
the whole Ghana media house ɛyɛ good metima bɔ mienu bi aba but the minim ɛyɛ multimedia Nhyira FM wa ansa na mo akonya no ne ehun sɛ da bi no kre ana wodi anything na yɛ ka kyerɛw sɛ sɛ wobɛtɔ aduro na pressure no anko anase amma fom a mesrɛ pɛmɛkyira kwan bɛtra gate na no medu sika bɛma wo na aduro no fa o pressure ne o pressure wo tie me na no pay bepacho ka kyerɛ Awurade sɛ Awurade yɛdɔ ase na bra ɛyɛ Nhyira FM ane pharmacy bia na kɔtɔ Dominion herbal powder make say ne ɔti came up so si form
sure
me fa telephone number yima o
ehia pa
na bɔ modern sɛ wobɛpɛ Dominion ne kyerɛ kwan ɛyɛ 0543 158 195 0543 158 195 Anna 0245 455 749 0245 455 749 adansi amanfo di wo Dominion no obi wa na sebe oyobi a e free bibi se brofo ka sebe chronic disease yare nkranko ɛwɔ ne widie ma dokoro na de ɛkɔ na aba na wi aba na no mame baako na asɛm baako fo or pressure or diabetes or fibroid oh yes yare ni nyina bi o baako fo nyame abɔwo na ɔtɔ eduro ni bi no yɛ no ɛho adanse ɔno kra na ɔso ɔnte ase enti ebinom kra pɛ sɛ to eduro ni din foforo na ɛse da bi edin na ne Dominion herbal powder bɔmmɔden so bi picture kwan mesrɛ obibiri wonim sɛ me no ka sɛ obu a ne menses so a yenua maa no ɛnyɛ no fom so ɛmogye fi ne wɔ no saa ne nyame abɔ no sɛ MSN kɔ but obi wa ne deɛ na ɛbɛ 2 days 3 days ɛno ano atwa mesrɛ tiri ɛha wawo bɔ mmɔden so bɛpɛ powder yi akyerɛ kwan na obi bisa sɛ kwan bɛ na ɛfa so yi so no pɛ nsuo hyɛ sɛ half cup na bɔ mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛsa teaspoon yɛwɔ tablespoon yɛwɔ teaspoon tablespoon na ɛyɛ kɛseɛ no ɛdidi mu no teaspoon na ɛyɛ ketewa no bɔ mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛsa ketewa no bi fa to nsuo hyɛ no n'anum mepatwɔ half cup nom na mmom metufoɔ ha bebree nim saa adeɛ no anɔpa wobɛnom a make sure sɛ wɔdi ane ayɛ ready obu a na opi kuku obetumi de gu kuku no no na enye kuku na bi adokoro ne ade a bo modern say obedoma na no pa no na aduane ere because e kombe sha say edo hejeja because e ye adwuma no enwumere nso saa na hwe adanse ri bi a ready a na ye mo na bi mu ntie se de adanse no sanity
amanfo edifa dominion powder no
Pacho Dominion Herbal Center ni o frame sisi aso wa dansi bi apeso de mai Pacho de na haunti ya makoto Dominion powder no ana ono me so say na abo wa
na menase ya da pega na se pega na no ye ni ya mo so na hamen na me call hospital so no ni ko share na yi da ni ti na swap It is what the man for a career lab with the end. The career is for them. What can I say? The near me 1 year, Miss Star, Miss Red War, any other na. It is up for that for. It is here a comma. Until the man can't doctor, the man can't say, do a minimum. They won't. You know who say, I don't see power. The one that is question for pa ni ade ama me pa ko to bi so ko to bi e se go ko de ko hospital fra ibi ka kire o ma me ye ko da bi si fo no ni dia de ten ni a kire ari se ko to bi ase na ni mo se e ma me na ka ba so no pa o no fa ni she na nya so ko fra o no kan yem na chi ni nyasha mkutua ni ye bi ma no ni na ni 3 days kurare na ko wasa ko nu chire wasa ko nu bi sa bai sa mani se ai kama ene mi ya ba ko so wa bu akwa nu kura o tikasa o so ba da ni sa ni hu tin ni ra wuri nyasha mkutua kura hu tin na asma ye na hu tin nyasha no wa fon the big man on come.
Okay.
And Osha Mamma dance here now. Yariano Dosso. Now so or no more, the Emin when the Cassini name say, even doctor checking here say, Nemre born on a assay, Aqualafro. Sure. Let's say Dominas I have for. And to say, catch us a supplement for general webinar. A someone say a boost immune system. Okay. A revival near my veins near stroke we na say cholesterol e won ni pedum ti moja ni timi ni fusani ye no blockage bia na e free ho e ma emu da ma moja no e di fusani ye nti ebusanfo me sorry mama fa na ma ne samo 0543 158 195 0543 158 195 and 0245 455 749 0245 455 749 boss wadaro baba isra obenye biato sure kumase pharmacy bia ene Ghana bibi obi obenye biato okay nyame isra
nyame enso enshamo dominion heba powder I announce what to be na aboawo ama bibia no atimi akonkan ade amadanse bebre in fact anytime bia obedru your reception obun say nipa ba bebre amu nyina no omu betobi omo etodi ama omo ema me no papa awa abuchiri omo todi ama omo Ghana ha yusu kotobi na ebetimi aboawo ama ogina wabi no bibia atimi akonkan ade amamo ye to adwumade ni so ade amamo Bismarck awusu bempa yala ana eto so de ama na Dennis B I say I try to remember last year for Liverpool when they topped the Champions League and topped the table and then went to the finals of the UEFA Cup but only won the Premier League alone. Okay. And the Arsenal and common na AD no and Dennis B at this message, and so at the Abraham, I turned this and I say, Chelsea should go and buy him wine, play a band some now, okay, over to the dinner banner, because I'm for Jose Mourinho will be better for Real Madrid. Mourinho, say Madrid. No, only players no go. Is there Mourinho no ne man management go you. I only players no back come. Enti well that's your opinion but I mean Mourinho pa there. Okay. Sebastian Mensah say Robert Sanchez the data goalkeeper. cha. And now so at the all right. Enough of the messages here na Bismarck. Owusu Bempa Ayala so no and to our discussions, and for my and Anope Ayala, good morning. Now I want to say,
oh, Nyamiadum, BBI, very, very okay.
And then we say Robert Sanchez here, data goalkeeper.
No comment. No comment. Yet office owner, it show no. Andy so pass a comment to be. And I didn't buy you. And they say, the data nakano. And yes, I need a so okay.
Because now say data ni bi as you kunchichimu.
Oh, sir.
If your numbers no, but kunchichimu.
Sir, in doing football analysis, Rich, your data or any eyeballs. So
okay.
So, you know.
And not Dr. KK Sapon kind. Say be amu coaching school mako shia coaching. But see you chira yenim dia agudi ni ko. Enti se nko e betu akabi. And James said and the one seven no.
Me dem say me nkabi. No comment from me. Enti e said you go.
Okay.
Okay. Good. At least said you the finalists for the Carabao Cup final 22nd of March. And ebekoso Wembley and I watch me touch na mama 22nd of March and ebekoso ewo Wembley between Arsenal and Manchester City. Another day for the master and the apprentice. Ewo nti Arsenal had already booked on final ticket against Chelsea. And one year when you say Man City able bookie because now omukuta 2-goal lead from the St. James and omode eba Etihad and the way Man City dominate Newcastle and Casa clubs now omo Man City when omo boogie side no and it was a straightforward prediction for Mobia say I very very likely say Man City na ebeye adwuma no now and so when you akonya hwe game ni bia I think say Adia Bua City pa was the timing of the first goal. No, a putting game need to rest so early. Already, Omukuta 2-0 lead. Timamu share na no trade here. Eddie how credit na bench otumu say over the dimina. Otumu say go for me adwuma ya edin. How do I come back? Na me ba 3 goals against this Manchester City. Then they added another one.
Yes, adwuma na si.
Yes, asamono ano ayeshe ewo no minti when a 3-0 at half time no we always know the tie is dead. Parich so we are a typical City person. The second half should worry you. His second half in your ground.
How much a tray?
Ujidisa Rich since I Pep Guardiola about City we've watched him at City where we are dominating games 90 minutes. Even when we said Bebre in the first half, their Pep here is to control the game. But not this Pep team. They give too many chances away and you can turn control against them easily. And after that, and you say the tie was already dead in the first half. Now where the kind of chances are Newcastle for Benya. Look at the Elanga goal. Super goal. Me Man City near. I'll be happy we've made it to another final. But I'll be worried for the second half now. Yeah, boy, but who cares? They've gotten Omo take it and Enra Omar Marmoush. Super performance. Do you know say about 2 shots on target or she 2 goals?
Until every shot to be Oboko Mubiano ended up in the net in the 90 minutes. Abenton 80 kind and Owiano na Yakrano as the man of the match. And 90 all is set in the finals of the Carabao Cup between Arsenal and Chelsea. But Rich, I have answer no. And no me kind. So in the last 3 finals, Arsenal in a Carabao Cup, Rich. In a row, Nino Mulusu. 207. Chelsea with Jose Mourinho. Actually 2-1. In 2011, I remember this game, Bafeni Martins, actually 2-1. Then in 2018, and I'll come back to this, 2018, Manchester City had 3 goals to nil. Into the last 3 finals of the Carabao Cup, and I say EFL Arsenal Akuninano. Rich, and Yoma Ankoye Amomo. Monsieur say Uti and I say Oshaya. We will come back to this 2018. 3-0 na Kuna Gueromo Ebwa Emma Man City Eshe Arsenal. We will come back to that story. Now, Rich, and 2 teams are. Who should we are season in corner? This Carabao Cup, in terms of agency, any what is at stake, 2 teams in there will take it serious. Number 1, who should send a season in common Man City here? Yes, of course, they are in the Champions League. Yes, they are trailing Arsenal or Premier League. So, any other. But Rich, say we Carabao Cup final now City Durumuna. Performance any opposition. Cup be anyone bet me say this Pep Guardiola team this season may be able to win. Until the closest they've come to trophy is this Carabao Cup, and they will play it with all seriousness. Arsenal also say they've done a project and Mikel Arteta. Project say they do the peak and the project must start winning trophies. They don't care which trophy. Any trophy be in front of them, they think they have a perfect project timing to win it. And see, in the finals on the 22nd of March there, Rich, 2 teams will pursue the game with all the seriousness here to win a trophy for Omo Club because it is 1 trophy they must win this season. Now, Rich, I am a standing apprentice. But Senator said we will go back to 2018. There is a certain story when you look at only the coaches in the final. And that story is about the 2018 Pep Guardiola. He said, go for baby, say this is likely to be Pep's last year at Manchester City. And that's our real season where we are. Pep and Twasu BM and from Manchester City. Now, Rich, if that is so, then you football fraternity, they and say we are watching the exit of Pep inside movie now. We are since about Manchester City now. At the end, they make Pep power Man City. And the number of trophies he was able to win, hugely successful. But Rich, do you know? Say, the Pep Aye Man City now. The starting year was that 2018 Carabao Cup against Arsenal. And I've given you a certain voice. There is a short video. I will not play it for copyright reason, but this is the video. But on my channel, they can listen to the voice. And I will come and explain. And that's what the main draw premise, When you say Pep Man City, in 2018, winning the first trophy for Manchester City by beating Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final 3-0, which Omuya celebration in Wembley, and the CEO of Man City, Ora Khartoum Mubarak, in the tunnel of the stadium, and offer Pep Conchai, and was you, me person will be Casa, Alfonso, 2018, and offer Sheikh Mansour, and also Sheikh Pep, and winning the first trophy, or J na ene nkasa. O de abo voice na yenti asama omoka in 2018.
Sheikh Mansour, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. The first title, and the next is coming. The next one is coming. Too many coming. Yeah. Hopefully the Premier League, the more important, arrive good in the next stages for the Champions League. But we are so happy because in the first half we felt the pressure in the first half. Thank you. You too. Thank you. Thanks. Mashko bank.
Okay. It's here. On here was a Sheikh Mansour. And I was a man that has a correlation. I said, thank you. That is the first trophy. And there will be many coming. The next will be the Premier League. And it will give us the opportunity to win the Champions League. So there will be many coming. Now, our transfer explanation man is so of Western because in the first half, I won't share on my power. The means okay, thank you. It's for only time. Only time. Now, Rich, did you tell me this? I didn't buy and say, will it be the Alpha and Omega of Pep? Say, I no crazy or what is the way we are on Bobium and Man City. Now, or the first trophy for Man City, not a Carabao Cup against Arsenal. Rich, or the way? That's
good question.
Yes. And football was on the 22nd of March, we will watch it.
Okay.
Then we will know if or the baby are. Now, Rich, link to this topic. Say, the last time, Telegraph, a story, say, Xabi Alonso is expected to be on the 3-man shortlist to succeed Pep Guardiola. I'm not ready to do analysis. But I'm for you'll be saying what's our question way. Rich. In the Telegraph article, 3 coaches being almost on your shortlist. You know, then I'll ask you who your choice will be. Number 1, Xabi Alonso. Number 2 in the article, Enzo Maresca. Then the last one may shock you. The last one, Cesc Fabregas of Como. Rich, say what is it about Nosua? Now we shall go Vienna him as a sporting director. Cesc Fabregas, Enzo Maresca, Xabi Alonso. Say no crasa papa why now be
using but don't say baby as say Pep na be City no. The City have a camping boys, you know.
Of course.
And now the City per coach. Probably on the call for big fish.
But which let's see the big fish being in terms of coaching. This year that we
okay. So in terms of the shortlist, it was reaching. I mean, so I have 3 Nidia. Likely Oma be a Umbetima Dijumedino, Xabi Alonso first, and to some extent Nibia Maresca.
And she said, what's the board? No, so not
ever
voting and Cabo Vutam.
Xabi Alonso.
Mr. Nhyira is a Mayama analysis. More Mutia show no. More Mutia show no. Between Xabi Alonso, Enzo Maresca, and Cesc Fabregas. So we will vote. Why not Pep call Messi and Naya? According to the Telegraph, say women number the 3-man shortlister at the Amomwa and can why and I obey feminine service all time. Anytime.
And you wrap up now.
In wrapping up, okay, then let me do the story. Ronaldo Ababak and Kamasama Kawas about you. Okay, I'm 2 minutes. I will be able to finish it.
Okay.
Rich. I was the first Ghanaian sports journalist to break the story of Jonas Ajete, Blasters defender. Say, Wako signed 4.5 years at the amount of Wolfsburg from Basel. And to say, on Siakama FC Basel, I was Switzerland game, were making a move into the Bundesliga. Now, Rich, anytime we are bang Blasters in India, Jonas Ajete, our company. So what you channel say players need to man or the town one thing pen a catcher. So this guy represents hard work. Or you're very tough, rigid. Which is yes. And no matter quarantine with them or whatever. Now, you see, Rich, behind in the story. Now, and in just 30 seconds, I want to remind Obia the Jonas Ageti story or a Teshi boy. Rich, who say, oh, the picture way. Yes, Rich, this is Jonah. Our Teshi. Now, guess what? At a point in time, Rich, football boy and Ghana coming. And he had to learn painting.
Not the survival.
Yes. It is our shiny picture where those were the days and now so one could do single room be I could do chairman who be now problem with Chimama. Obvious if you know painter, or Tesia. He is one of those you call. Now or didn't you master say Chino Mama be painting with them at the amount. Marriage. Teshi for to say, even when he was painting, he still had the dream, say, born a beko yamano. Until he never gave up. Rich, today, the painter on the street of Teshi has signed 4.5 years in a dealer. It was the Sikane involved was 10 million euros from Switzerland FC Basel. And being in Basel, how a show our Switzerland to the Bundesliga and Oko Switzerland Germany. So he has made a move from Switzerland from Basel to the Bundesliga. 10 million and I involved. That is the Teshi painter boy on the street. You know. Rich, who is an Thursday? And Cristiano Ronaldo.
When you're 41.
Yes. 41 years.
Still now or a young power.
Ronaldo the fast age.
41 years.
41 years.
Yes.
So nice, so handsome. The physique, the behind just say Ronaldo is aging at all. Which the good news is that Enra Wednesday Ronaldo have a training. Now Bibi Kakredo met him in the discuss already no and say I think we've already talked about this. Yeah. $240 million a year. $240 million every year. And a Cristiano Ronaldo edgy. Rich almost say last summer and was signed 2 years extension. And Ronaldo in the contract by 2027. There's a 50 million euros buyout clause. Say Opesa Oto Abante friend Cristiano Ronaldo if in the club. We have 127 games. And Yama Nasser was 111 goals. And Yamomo, I don't tell you problem. They say only major trophies. Now, Rich and Chemuka Kaba. Unu say Al Hilal, Esai Benzema. And I can one of the new man who rather so on Tiasian. Say, you know, you walk Adiemu and a Mosayomo. But Rich, Al Hilal for this statement about Bontin say. Benzema, Elba Island, and yet the public investment fund. And it's
okay.
Name one of them board of directors or your prince.
And it's
Atawa. And it's the beer who be including Sika Ranch and Benya.
Okay.
And Timobia Fan Kosha PF5 for no echo and the PF5 for no so any statement about say rich. They don't control the class network Saudi Arabia. And you know players more decided when they are independent club or more sporting project or more but the good news is that Ronaldo is back training and we wish him a happy birthday. Which mommy
okay and my
quick one quick
is it boys in the moon child now
come here
boys is DA disca
mommy 2 course very very quick. First one BW 39165 F05 and a second one BW 391 7316D. Into 2 course na wafa na ode aye the ode by analysis in say ode from Jonah Jet inspiring story and the finals of the Carabao Cup say oda a Rezuna Adaroma and the analysis no Eddie Ebrel. You say Rezuna the number 1 deodorant spray ewo odwama so be bia ope Rezuna bia no okwa onsa ebetimi akabi na de ntia de bia me recommend Rezuna e de ma and say bacteria na e cause sweat na ema body odor eba ho no Rezuna enkoa ena yede de broni frɛ no anti-patent technology sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a use Rezuna efifie mpo entew na masabi enka de aba ho na for 72 hours na ɛbɔ ho by from mfifie ene enka 72 hours would go on or feel fresh for a very very long time and when you say so we some now come baby and like confident and my skin also so come Rezuna official sponsors Emma Global Football Tournament FIFA any CAF any adini na Rezuna brand we say aje atum na edumu enunti ana supermarket benwo provision shop benwo mall benwo baby obekobia no o de akatum so omoma Rezuna 72 hours ni na onso so fa ko yusu na edi adanse e wade a ye kan open dodo atu a na wa contact Beauty Glow when we official accredited wholesalers for Rezuna any Univer International enti uko Beauty Glow omo 2 shops ewa dum PZ I be Asempa Pharmacy ho KJT Dubai shop number G1549 I be police station no KJT opposite gate 8 I be CBG bank no ana wo akran so Makola Mall anasa Makola Central Market no onsa ebeka Beauty Glow okwa no akotu Rezuna no efu ho anasa ubetimi akọ Daddy Ash so ewo stores mienu ewo Kumasi Mrs. Anoche Plaza ho ewo dum opposite Boss FM no say wo takwa den so a okọ market circle adjacent car bank na onsa beka Daddy Ash ana wo nkran so a opposite Advanced Savings ewo Okaishi no onsa ebetimi aka Daddy Ash ewo ho ubetuma further Daddy Ash ewo 0244 772599 0244 772599 Rezuna for no ewo 0543 384 958 0543 384 958 now rich we demamentin we so we sports news okay unse Nancy na Rezuna omone Benjamin Asare
I has a goalkeeper.
Yes, goalkeeper. Yeah, some ceremony bia. You see, ambassador no. But could be see Kumase.
Oh, nice.
Yes, na
probably Kotoko.
Yeah, yes, Kotoko.
Okay.
Na player chrono money ne dim komo awia.
Okay.
Bibia de na community enche.
That's nice.
Send here Rezuna any Benjamin Asare here on kind no. A big one be so tough from Kumase enche bia. Yes.
Okay, yemedi a Black Stars in komono na Black Stars in Koma yebedi ndina no GFA president Nhyira Ketokreku eko GTV Sports Show so being hosted by Nhyira Kwabna Yeboa and president eko dwumadie no so na president ekan sembibre na emubi baako okasa de fa yen group na Ghana World Cup no yedemu no na yentie Nhyira Ketokreku on your group Nyame adoma World Cup yedemu no na afei yemfa emedi enkomo no Croatia Panama and then England no ose yen group no Ghana yamode mbo no ebeko sei na yemfa and started Black Stars enkomo no enano pay
against England. I see England as like I likened the game against England like a Hassan Kotoko derby. No form guide. It could be anybody's game. England in themselves are even afraid of the fixture because they don't know what to expect. So the most important game for me is a game against Panama. It's a game we have to be on top of our game. So I think it shows that yes, it is a tough group. We have to be competitive to make it to the next round. What is good for us as a country is that in 2022, Ghana paraded one of the youngest teams in the World Cup. 4 years down the line, all those boys who were 21, 22 are now 25 and 26, a lot more matured. And that will definitely count when we walk onto the pitch again. The sort of mistakes that they made 4 years ago are not likely to be repeated. And that will be good for Ghana. And that's the source of my encouragement that, look, we have kept a chunk of the team. This morning, I was looking at our lineup against Uruguay, our lineup against Portugal. This morning, I was like, ooh, from the team of 25 or 20, we have about 16 of them still in the squad. So we're in the right way. The coach has retained some amount of consistency in the team, which is good.
Okay. Enti yera ketokeku and all the san comedy to da our young group no Croatia, Panama, and then England. Now I see a group no England game no England for na ye te Ghana hana isuru no. I see England for no mususu ye pa. Aye oya asuru oya. Aye kotoko ne has. Obi asuru en nyonko. Na ono your group no game a usuru pa ojide say o say Ghana. Ye me ani ko ho e Panama game no. Because aye game I say you so Panama the best simple. Ya hwe ya omum ne betun upset yen. And so awo eye dwumadi no enso emu. No say ade ba ko ye ne de. Your team na de ko board the last World Cup no. A chunk of the players in our team no and na yesan e de ko World Cup into ogidie se bibia betun akonkan enso e de ama e the Black Stars of Ghana. And yes yo ye. Na second one ye bisan say na how far and na World Cup na ye kono. Ghana, you bet me according to Akudru. Target in the saying, Yakoje, Anna, Yakope, Biana, Yakoka Honsa, Nyabo World Cup in be Abba, and also Yentie, President Ket Okreku.
I wish I could answer this question when our 26-man squad is announced, because I would love to see who are in the squad for me to be able to tell what is likely to happen. If you ask me this question today, I would say that I'm very confident because we have a united team, a team led by Jordan Ayew. It's a very united one. They very much want to be successful at the World Cup. I want to be successful. Ghanaians want us to be successful. And I think that every member of this squad is looking up to putting up a good performance at the World Cup. And that is the source of my strength or my happiness.
Okay. And the president is a Sabrina na kwabena bo bisa na sa question die. Nyamianim so betumi aka se bi e kokota final asemi no de ontimi nka. But o twen se list de be ko World Cup no beba. Na honne betumi ache no. Se World Cup ayekoyi onu de ogidi sa ha edna ye betumi akoba do se ade ba ko ai eye awo yentim no se anuado ho unity players ni na no nkabo mu ho a ogidi se ye ko World Cup no ano ebetumi abuan yi pa ano no mpese de link the Ghanaian players as you see akan of course young Black Stars no our various teams omo bo our abruchi no it seems as a bi form no kwa na eko form bi so de na ekosro de and no na betumi inform and World Cup na yeko no baby so ye betumi akwakwadi but before mema bedafo abam we the update na memfa amamon so emrem update no say honorable minister for youth and sports and sports and recreation Yera Kofi Adams enra odi atudwa say nyame adoma World Cup e be kwakobo no enchakra penifo be babonten na yam budgeter ye de akobo World Cup no omama no aye known to the public na anko obia anko nwiinwi this time no before kra be tournament no obia be hu yekwa yeduwe be sei yeduwe be ha ye be fa ka kwa ha sei ne betua bonus bibia omobama no aye public se ne be ya obia nso no ebe hu se de hunsam no enso esitiente hunsam no ano no ayala minsan chase emfa emfri ho president nsemini emfa link no to yem place yo musi akan oni bidin koma vese say kudus mi kra na enu se ja omno kura timi Jordan no money adi aso money bonne ba from you say we yan transamenyo a as an form na ye Man City a team no nesnya man no money adi na no aso mo ba from bi a good demand yen team no
of course we are Ghana na expectations and say Black Stars be there the upcoming World Cup
Rich, you should be genuinely worried. You're not concerned, crowd. Worried.
I said high.
Yes. Rich, we're normal team bia. A players na team. Players a best 70% of team success depending on them. Yeah. And that's 70% of the team success now depending on players now. Depending on players in the form. And say a some few months. We are in February. Yeah. Now you have a World Cup. Now say Rich offer blasters. Now we are wading per se. All the sins are auto ebaye. Ne average call up. Ever predicting a final call up for the World Cup. Now we share the current situation of key players in that average call up now. You must be worried. You must be very, very worried. And all you're worried now is based on form and injury. Rich, and you Antoine Semenyo Friwa. Omo Maka na ye almost said they are the star boys of our team. Look at situation on womb. One way or the other will be our certain situation.
Kudus pra.
And Kudus prana we prano. And yet a pra, there's even an update on the recovery day today. So starts all keke ball. It's not even seen. So we're buying puso or back. What it means is that yetie ye krano. Kudus ba baka enche biya na season the baby near Kobo World Cup. And Ghana will not want Kudus at that level. Say a Kobo World Cup. And by this time you want him to be consistently playing. Not or building a form and a confidence. But unfortunately, yes, Adiano. Who you Kudus through the pillar of your team in the engine room is Thomas. And you didn't want to come the issues within the psyche, the playing time of Villarreal, and then someone the coach must get any Ghanaian who would love to see Thomas Partey and go your engine room worried. Now, only your biggest problem, Rich. Ye sport journalist inti ye di team ne chipa. Rich and so we say Thomas Partey ni ho. Kudus any ho. How many of you backup or blasters anymore? Who are you going to mention? There is no confident mention.
Yes, yeah.
Unless you are missing out on a confident mention. And yes, everybody in Biakeko. Obia say I win you away.
Because Sibo intimi.
Look, say Sibo on a party boom. In our game against Mali, boom. So he can't be Partey's replacement in the Blasters team.
Okay.
Who said that about 90 minutes against Barcelona?
Hey, Oviedo onyebi mo.
O Praye no sa onyebi mo dada. E no sa ko Praye. E no ba back. But at least he played 90 minutes against Barca. Until Onoko they heard him say he will be able to build some game time and sign Yako World Cup. But I'm saying say even in the profiling of your players no Blasters no. Zibo is your number 6. Partey is a transitional number 8. Until Partey kasa no. Means that say a opportunity for someone to be in a backup or Blasters no. Same with Kudus. Now, Uko Yechiwa. Though there are competitions, but Rich again, revisiting the average collapse. Any Omaya Momo Bono. Oda sorry cry now so be a fit aye Jikuni Salisu in Gababo for 5 meboa. And a Salisu so pra. Also then the ACL. And a very likely Salisu cry one who walk up on Bobby Bo. Into one way spinal. Ye defender problem. Ye central midfield problem. Ye attacking midfield problem.
even with Jordan, who was your best player during the qualifiers, no? Only from Leicester. Doom. Fatah Usaku or say ne Adechia Otimukobe 4 games na onye. And as Newma and he was one following the right to dream Norgeland path, no? And so a pra eman hokwa mane mobo no. Inaki Williams on kwa the Blasters na kasa oya fit kwa wontimi mo na na nsia na form kwa sai basa even when we jane na so be ba kwa on never Blasters na emfa. Rich, we have a big problem, and Migiri say I was here started the Blasters in common in them.
Sure, and then the
I was here started the Blasters in common in them. And Anyam Mama say the GFA president won't wait for the call up because may I say you want to monitor the state of your team, no, a players in the form, the injury situation, you know, and so maybe I will make a pronouncement. Be away to make a pronouncement.
I think it's a president he can know very important. I think you said something about the way England for no can be a little bit careful. And your boys and experience no munya last World Cup no. As it stands now, it is going to be telling in the next World Cup. I think it's no great.
England match no. England for this loser.
But following day you didn't see the newspapers.
Yeah.
You didn't see the journal review.
Any automatic more sao.
And you slow say but I say okay. I say what we are trying to communicate and say they don't know what to expect. Yeah. Or like we are unpredictable. You can predict Croatia.
Yeah, I'm very careful.
You get it.
I like England for they've lost to the Senegalese a while ago. It's you know that playing against African sides. Physicality can be tricky for you. One Shiniana a friendly game. Yeah. So for me, Rich, I think the most important game is Panama match. Yakama is about to look like a cliche, but the most important game is the Panamanian game. Because you're the two weakest teams on paper in the group. So if we're able to get a maximum point against Panama, I'm very sure say a lot of Panamanian analysts will also say it in Spanish to almost show was the most important match a Ghana match. See, you got 3 points against Ghana. I mean, but that is the truth. See, it means 3 points against Panama for Norwich and they to a good position going into the rest of the games. We will know how to navigate Croatia well. The concessions here against England. Because CG2 say we can't go bang for bang against England. Okay, then let's stay in the game. In a 1 point against England, in a 1 point against Croatia, we are gone. I mean, it's too early to be doing the mathematics, but then those are some of the ways.
No, but no, yeah,
3 points against
Panama. I was really Panama.
Yes,
there were 3 points.
Yeah, am I plan here clear?
2 now, when you draw,
we are gone.
5 they are going.
And World Cup, no, Rich, it can be tricky. Me, I can say several times that the Croat team you who and any the Croat team we saw 4 years ago. Age aka team no. Tomo issues ka class. Lako Dallas is not finding it easy. Yes, Luka Modric is
Luka experience in so whole. You need your money but
but Rich on any
Luka Modric no more Bobo Hatim say.
But who's a and you look at some kwa.
Okay.
I mean when Mario Mandzukic and the likes were up top and then Ante Rebic money at the adeno and Fasa. We have the players say and we are talking about top players that are delivering in Europa. We can mention some Ghanaian players as well a deliver. What I'm hoping is moves like Jonah JTD, it's going to give him experience. Salisu played in the my friend is in Champions League. Your Kudus or qualified top 8. Antoine Semenyo Champions League. It is going to be for plus players almost about be Pempate. Villarreal out there, but he has seen it before. Jordan Ayew, captain of the side, Wabo at the top level before. He may not have played. I mean, even for Marseille, I'm sure maybe when a cameo in the Champions League, but he has been there at the top before.
But I'm from name form.
Which is true, but because your core are good, your core are very, very good. I top form. Yeah, if you look at even Thomas Mohamed Kudus here, the whole Tottenham Hotspur team they struggle. But even with that, he's part of the standouts. Antoine Semenyo is on super form. Jonah did the same. So your back line, Honoma. We have players that are playing very, very well. Maybe only problem with Black Stars team is in the middle of the park. I've seen pictures of Daniel Kofi Chira, I was starting training kakra. I don't know how fit Kofi Chira can be for the World Cup, even match fit. But see, Timinya a solid backup for the middle because me are worried. Man can't me wa Ashimeru fitness wise, you trusted say he's going to be there for you as much. Thomas Tay Partey. The last time Marcelino said, "Oh, you're sharp enough," but when it comes to the contest of the Black Stars, yeah, Partey is always going to be our go-to man. Then who do we partner with him? Or Parker Fifi? We just at some point in time we believe saying Enya Kwesi to add the physicality. But Kwesi Sebo call Oviedo has been a little bit on and off. If Kwesi can be fit and play, near Benya Sabo is still consistently. I'm telling you, we have a good team. Salis Abdul Samen. So Obalone away you Sunderland.
Brandy
Salis, yeah, and who's the Salis will be prior. Sometimes about the injury and its management. Or prior it's actually for a very long time. In fact, all no Sunderland before Sunderland will qualify to the league, you know, and the Regis Lebri, not to bench because of injuries or back, you know, Santo Tana bench. So the injuries have worried him.
You don't have good agents.
Any good agents? Salis.
Any good agents? You come World Cup by now. Senkawe Senegalese and as I Ivorian agents Papana. Or they could have combat with Nako Club Bia. A man some stable environment. And I think so no. These are privileged to be a place no. I don't want to use the word Bamitrino. Omu stubborn kakra.
Complacency.
Summit even through the World Cup 2022, Rich. Now I was some nagging injury. Now I was so surgery. Also on yet.
Wow.
Omuka den. Also on yet. Minim say so say I said the second Ghanaian player. Then as a Bobo no manabe, they believe in me. The people treat me. The people be yes, I'm sorry. This Kotoko guy, Intimenu.
Yeah, Christopher Intimenu.
No. Intimenu Kotoko me fede. We are ni di ba ko refi. On say obi akwere AF no. Even say Andrews Intimenu. Unu mi dia. O pray for the Kotoko medical team can say ni plano. I was so yes surgery. What's that?
I didn't know one year surgery.
Like also they believe in alternative medicine. Until maybe be a bad cop. For a long time. I didn't cry now, you know, and cop. And Ubeka ever started season or bad training be. I'm a video being pictures, as I say, and this intimate Uber. Only say or bad training now. Or yeah, no, said no.
I didn't know. So
then he agreed.
Now
you do the surgery.
Rich now, knee injuries, they are you. One time, I think somewhere in November, me kobo ball kote ya. Me ball crossfield pass na me go to you right. Me ball left.
Now the banner ya.
I did see you. Any echo fatilu walk now. Me call nante so abai. Rich up till today. Say me full staircase. I feel it in that side.
Amoso garlic bitters ma moja di afrusani ye. Blood pressure, any cholesterol co form. A yeast.
Nhyira FM ashaho in the process maybe say promo code ayedian no about Nhyira FM ashaho e basa automatically no ye cha £5 and €5 and you more Europe So America na Canada, ye chow $10 for free. O send this cancel yento tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say ukayo. Tap send. Papa no.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them in San Fro. Kaish, as soon tap send party jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, remember that?
Ofa, pacha mama fro.
You know what when you say?
Masoya yeshino nana.
Not there.
Se baby ameti ye to me. And me ofa send me ska. Din kan wo de ko si wo business nipa kura discount. You de buy enso a me ko yi a e ho sem bebre. Afi kwa do mo busam sem my transaction ho da.
Debbie. And catch you, catch offer say on download tap send. So download tap sender or send this camera wire. A better to mobile money and our bank account simple.
Tap send.
Yeah, tap send. Now okay, tap send it. We are safe for na baby obia. So what Europe and America, Canada. So kura Android so kuta iPhone and once we download app na two phone so. In the process, maybe say promo code ayedian. No about Nhyira FM asho e basa automatically no. Ye charge £5 and €5 and we are more Europe. So America na Canada, ye chow $10 for free. O send this cancel yento tap send it there. No fee.
Hey, they just say ukayo. Tap send. Papa no.
Yeah, Ojo. What's on this channel? Okay, any I'm check them in San Fro. Kaish, as soon tap send party jack. Mama we are saying can you? Hey, remember that?
Ofa, pacha mama fro.
You know what when you say?
Masoya yeshino nana.
Not there.
Se baby ameti ye.
Betting ogas of Victoria, they be a game so. Now, the entire betting companies now do so. By our papa umu, papa no any betway, and a papa because Bibia wo betting mubia a so customer subiano, between the buyer and our phone. Say you boost two odds. Say ye tia usika mount pomless what we near. Say ye mount cash out. Sano money in a between the buy. Or the bar na for first year, or the bar na for first year. Na untimi nye better than no the buy no. And untina bet to akoso aye the number one betting company. E wo wi ase nyina. Na se do de ade bia ba okosia bia na mbebu. Nti betting companies no bia ntimi nsia. Eno ne bet influencer no. Bet we say. Baby abetwa bet bia ye no kre. Wo hye bet no ya ye unique code da wo bet ne so. Ba bet we so omomo de no. Sa unique code no share na from fa sa code in chabet no so mo di chabet na sika bia e wo sa code no so a go for di chabet no wo code ni odia no bet we so on be credit your account now so nya ses ka bia so bottom simply because en go for the code e chabet we di obi an nya na gizo besia o ko so musia o mo nem debu enti adenti ana wo hihye bet o baabi na nkofo di code etwa abra wo nya hwemfum abra oba bet ya obetime nya sika afum ti hye bet no na share o code no na afofo enfantwa bet eno na ma wo ene me ene obia eye bet we o bet influencer undi 18 years a me share untimi entwa bet we 18 years dia e marama ho kwa na mo utwa bet na no bet responsibly bet we I must get way more.
For you, sorry, na yakofa adom kase no di amamo but before my sorry cry no mamenko US abrochimem na menwehye nana kwame ambankwa wo Columbus Ohio ene ayo birthday nana happy birthday to you bro nyame shaw pa na onya wo kese akontom nsem bebre na nyankopon mo ho ban na oman eyenyenche in fact de wakoma so bia ene aye special day in your life nyankopon enye emfa emma chairman Cantona ese yereshow nana kwame amankwa awo ayo Columbus Ohio happy birthday for the months ya yakofa no kase no atoam so ye ba ya sejua ohima benewa ene aye Lady Gold no matena se na afei omo ede obra ato adwumadi no enso atiri ato he so yakra mo nyame adoma ye besa ne mo hia
aye tinanti wadu akiri ani ode abanie